Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World Series of Board Gaming's coverage on the Brass Birmingham Ring Final. We have four players who are going to compete for the ring at WSBG's 2025. I'm Chris George, but I'm joined by two very special guests from Roxley, Gavin and Adam. Why don't you introduce yourself to the people and say what you do, why are you here, and why you're excited to watch the game?
My name is Gavin Brown, and I am the director of Roxley, and I'm also a game designer, and one of the co-designers of Brass Birmingham. I'm here because it sounded like fun. I mean, I haven't as a designer, I'm working on Pittsburgh recently, so my Birmingham expertise is not as up to snuff as maybe these guys that are playing, but I'm going to do my best to commentate in an intelligent way about Brass. I'm just doing it because it sounds like a fun thing to do.
Yeah. And hey, your name's on the box. We had to have you.
Exactly.
And Adam?
Yeah, I'm Adam Wise. I'm also a game designer and developer. I've been with Roxley for 8 years now. So I do all kinds of operations, but mainly game development. And I'm a huge Brass fan. I have less experience than Gavin, and my name's not on the box. So I will be doing my best as well, but I'm helping to develop Pittsburgh as well as we go along and writing the rule book and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see the game.
Amazing. Yeah, I know. I am super stoked when I heard Pittsburgh was coming out. I mean, how can you not be excited when the number one game on Board Game Geek gets a sequel with all new tweaks and mechanics? We saw how that worked with the original Brass and then turning it into Birmingham. So I know I know all these players, especially at the table, will be excited to have you here commentating, and maybe I can pry out this Pittsburgh secrets all throughout the stream as we go
Sure.
through. I'll do jump scares on you. I'll say, give me all the developer secrets of Pittsburgh, just in the middle of the stream, just warning you. That might
Anything you
happen.
want to know.
Yeah,
Perfect.
sounds good.
But for now, we have a long game of Brass. It's a nice pace. So we should turn over to the table, meet the players, and see what the setup. How does that sound to you guys?
Perfect. Let's do
Sounds
it.
good.
Let's do it.
You're also free to
How
start
close were
going
your guys' other games?
there.
The first one was pretty close. I was against Luca.
No, we really do not include him if he doesn't
And the
do it.
second one
It's not my
was.
call. It's Eugene's call. It's Eugene's decision. But
Your
the thing
first
is,
game was with
the
Luca?
camera has
Yeah.
so much runtime.
So we're heading to the table right now.
Gotta buy him.
And we shall meet our players in the bottom right. Their camera will shift as soon as Bryant sits down, who is not at the table yet. But in the bottom right, we have Xiaojin Liang. Then in seat two, playing purple, we have Isaac Dieger. In seat three, up top, we have Cliff Flaxenhair. And in seat four, we have Bryant Brownell in yellow. We just hear our Judge Schwartz, going over a couple additional rules as Cliff burns those four cards and deals the cards out. But yeah, we have some interesting characters around the table. I'm not sure about Zhao Jin, but Isaac, I think this might be Isaac's first year at WSBG, but he won Brass in the Kubla Khan Satellite Tournament, which is for Gavin and Adam, and for our viewers at home. He essentially won a first round bye. And so you heard Cliff talking to Isaac at the beginning there, Isaac knocking out 2022's second place and 2023's second place, Luca Alaria, which is an exciting, a very good Brass player, and puts a spotlight a bit on Isaac. Cliff, this is Cliff's first time in Brass Birmingham's final table, but Cliff is our 2022 Gaia Project ring winner as well.
Oh,
And he came in second place in the overall tournament. He won Ticket to Ride in the semifinals, and then he came in second place in Dune and walked away with that $10,000 prize. Cliff trying to get into his second ring with this table. And then we have Bryant Brownell, who is our patchwork champion, the only year that patchwork was in the competition. Bryant Brownell took home the patchwork ring, and then last year Bryant also took home the acquire ring. So he's looking to add a third to that. Cliff and Bryant also facing off in that aforementioned 2022 Gaia Project final. So we have a lot of fun characters at the table, and I'm excited to see how this pans out.
me too.
Amazing. I'd want to watch all those games. By the way, I love Gaia Project, love Patchwork,
Yeah.
Arnak.
Gaia Project would be great to
later.
watch. Yeah, but Gaia Project, because it's like pure strategy, there's no like hidden information. You don't have to worry about what's in people's hands, so good one to spectate too.
Yeah. Yeah, Gaia Project was only in WSBG in 2022, and then because we rotate some games out, just depending upon popularity, swinging things, it could very well come back in. As as we see Bryant Brownell shouting out, saying hi to his mom. The players excited to
Cute.
to get this and be on the final table.
Must be a stressful moment. Calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm. And what's also important to mark, as we see Zhao Jin take a loan as his first action, a decent standard action. What's also to note is that these players have been playing brass all day. They have played 3 games of brass, Isaac playing 2 games of brass because he got that bye, and this is their 4th game of brass Birmingham today. So these players have been on a marathon, which is important to note that after 12 hours or 9 hours of brass, there might be some mistakes that happen, but these players are also top of their level. They had to win to get here. So
I once started a game of brass, Lancashire at midnight.
I know after a full day of playtesting, my brain is fried by the end of it, so I can't imagine 12 hours.
Yeah.
So we see with the opening moves, Zhao Jin taking a loan, and then Isaac doing a pretty standard first action to develop off the beer. I think let's talk about this board because I find it to be a little bit interesting. We have the Wild Resource Delivery up in the top right corner in Nottingham, and then down in the bottom right in Oxford we have Manufactured Goods. Then Gloucester has cotton, which is good for those cotton areas. We have the pottery all the way over near Colebrookdale in Shrewsbury on the left side there. And then in the top right, we have the additional Manufactured Goods in Warrington. What do you two think about this initial setup?
I mean, that pottery by Colebrookdale probably isn't going to get touched for a while, I would assume. Top right looks fairly tasty. But still good access from like Birmingham in the center of the board with both of those free beers for cotton and Manufactured Goods in the bottom right.
Yeah, I think for me when I look at the board too, it makes me wonder if any player is going to invest in cotton throughout the game. Because although the cotton's down at the bottom, you don't necessarily, like the other cotton being in the top right, I don't know, I would want to see it maybe in another placement to give that flexibility of delivery. But I guess we'll see what the players decide as the game progresses.
Yeah, it's interesting the Manufactured Goods in the opposite corners of the board there.
I like to spread it out a little bit. It's just easier for me.
I think we might see the players go heavy into those Manufactured Goods just by this board layout.
You're doing great.
The 3 different access points. I know if you want to go and watch the semifinal, WSBG's grand semifinal game, which I commentated on with Yuka, that was a board that seemed primed for potentially big pottery and big cotton, just based upon those initial placements. And I think it's really interesting to see how the players react and sort of decide to telegraph their strategies or not.
Gavin, do you have a favorite reward from the free beers that go by the markets? Like, maybe it depends contextually, but is there one that you're like, oh, I really like getting that developed, or do you like getting some early
Yeah,
income?
I mean, early game developing income for sure. Yeah. I mean, cash early game is also good.
Definitely.
That's exciting. I'd rather be like Isaac.
How about you?
You're Isaac, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be like
I tend towards income,
Yeah.
income or cash.
So I'm gonna develop.
Two iron out.
We see Bryant going for a develop as well.
And I'll develop.
What I think is interesting about these initial plays is we have 2 loans, we have a develop. Nobody's decided to drop an iron down to fill the iron market.
Be able to do the same thing.
But
Weren't you the guy who got like 212 in a 3-player game?
Yeah, I mean, nobody's even on the board yet, so
yeah,
I could see a first turn slamming an iron down somewhere.
And this goes now to
I think I just heard
If they
Isaac
can-
asking at the table to Bryant, weren't you the guy who got 212 in a 3-player game? And Bryant said, no, it was just 210. It was just 210. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. Which is just a monstrous score.
These sheets are fascinating. Like good to make sure everybody's on the up and up. Obviously, very clear what people are doing.
Yeah. Yeah, the WSBG provides one of these white papers for basically any game. Our tournament director, Shane McBee, designs them. And it's just to make sure everything is on the up and up. You know, it's very easy. I'm sure we've all played games at home where we splash the pot or we put something in and say, oh no, did I pay the correct amount? Or something along the lines. Now with Brass Birmingham, it's a little bit different because you're putting it right onto your character's profile, but still, it's easy to make these very simple mistakes. And so just showing around the table, yep, I'm paying the correct amount. These are the actions that I'm doing. And that also makes it easier to roll it back if the players on their turn decide, oh no, I shouldn't be doing that. Wait a second, let me rethink. So it just keeps everything with a nice standard of practices.
We have a
So,
similar. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so Zhao connected up Birmingham and sold some iron to the market. So level 1 iron on Birmingham. I mean, it's probably like it could get overbuilt very easily. It's probably the most easy overbuild in the game, especially when it's connected up this early. So,
Yeah.
But that early income and early cash, and he gets himself back out of debt instantly, right? So,
Yeah.
good move, I think. And
Yeah.
it's guaranteed to be good canal points too. So I think that's a nice opener for me. I don't know, what do you guys think about that opener?
Yeah, I like it. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, agreed. It's we were just talking about that iron possibility. Whenever the iron market gets drained and you can flip over your tile immediately, I think we're going to see a lot of these players capitalize on that flow.
those cards.
Cliff's debating what he's putting down there.
Can you tell me those cards, please?
Worcester, Coventry,
So it looks like any developed tiles are being kept on the board above the market there, so we can see.
comes out.
That's cool.
Mine doesn't flip yet.
Yeah, we also see Cliff getting into that iron game. He plays Worcester to lay down his canal. I almost said rail, but his canal, and then drops his iron down as well.
Going back to the white sheets that record the actions, we have something very similar for Brass Pittsburgh as we're developing it in Tabletop Simulator, because it's really, especially with a game in development where the rules are changing as you go along, and it's really important to keep everything organized so you know what everyone's doing, and it's because it can get messy and off the rails fast on a digital format, especially.
While the players do sort of their initial moves, which do feel decently standard, what are some of the main lessons that you've wanted to bring over from Birmingham into Pittsburgh?
I mean, probably the biggest One is like, so the biggest departure from Lancashire to Birmingham was making the board setup dynamic. And that was something that, I really wanted to keep in the game. It's there's nothing actually wrong with Lancashire, because like Lancashire is a static system that's very, very deep. Chess is also a static system that's very, very deep.
Definitely.
There's nothing wrong with chess. There's nothing wrong with Lancashire. But it's something that Birmingham introduced that I felt was a very welcome change from Lancashire, and we might go back to a static board setup in the future. But that was one thing that I definitely wanted to retain. Absolutely.
Cool. So we see Isaac deciding on his second move. He airdropped his beer down into Colebrookdale. And then is developing again? Or no. Oh, yes. Yeah, developed off his manufactured goods, his level 1 boxes as well. So we see Isaac has just sort of declared to the table, listen, I'm going boxes. He doesn't mind showing his hand at this moment, saying, I'm going to go manufactured goods. That's what I'm doing. Get ready for me. And we'll see if this encourages the players to fight him on this as well, or decide to pivot and go for a different main strategy.
I mean,
yeah.
where is he sit? Where is he? He's lowest spend right now, so
Yep.
He's gonna be ahead in the build race towards it. So
It's a nice spot to drop that beer too, because in Colebrookdale with only pottery over there, I think
Yeah.
it's pretty safe from other people snatching up that beer.
yep,
Definitely.
yeah, totally. There's that's not an attractive area at this point.
I think it's an interesting decision because likely it's a safe beer right now, but also these players are trying to consider what are they going to be, where are they going to be starting in round 2 in the rail era, right? Because presumably a lot of these will get overbuilt, and just so that they can stay on the board. We see that a lot
2 turns.
in brass games. We also see Bryant asking specifically which cards are being played. I can guarantee you that Bryant is keeping the tallies of all the cards in his head and using that to inform his decisions, especially with that. Keeping mental information in his head are some of Bryant's skills, by
Really?
being the patchwork winner and the acquire winner. Acquire is sort of all mental tracking.
That's awesome.
And I know that he'll for sure be adjusting those tallies in his mind as he plays through this game.
Something that I've always wished I had. Card counting.
That card counting.
Yeah.
Well, it is nice too in brass that it's open information, right? You see that the players are sort of fanning their discard piles because then they don't have to worry about keeping it in a single pile, and then the players don't have to slow the game down by saying, hey, can I see your discard pile?
Yeah.
They just know that at some point people will want to look around and say, hey, are all the Colebrookdales gone?
Good etiquette then.
Yeah. And that's what you see a lot at these WSBG tables as well, is people playing kind of like you would just play at home. Like, they're serious, they're competitive, but everybody just wants to play at a high level and do the best that they can do. Not by hiding a card under the table, but by, you'll often see players giving each other tips like you would give in a game as well.
Interesting. Even at the, you think even in the final they're giving out tips?
Sometimes after the play has been made, I'd say.
Okay.
And Gavin, you talk about doing that with your kids all the time, where you were almost giving them too many tips, exactly how to
I'm playing
destroy
against
you.
myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that incessantly. Like when I teach a new person a game that
Yes,
I want them to like it, I will often suggest ways for them to destroy me, and then it really affects my win ratio in the end.
I was very curious to see if we'd see a scout action taken in high level play like this.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I remember I was talking to Yuka a bit about. We see Bryant doing a single develop action. He's just put them on the board and not his white sheet, but he develops off his manufactured goods and his coal, similar to Isaac. Bryant and Isaac sort of lockstep and laughing about it at the table. And then Bryant does do that scout action. Yuka, our 2023 and 2024 ring winner, our champion from both of those years. He said that he finds that scout to be undervalued. The amount of flexibility that it gives you is enormous, especially if you draw a hand and you're not happy with it.
It also you can also, if you perform it at the right time, allows you to jockey for turn order in a favorable way.
Here's my 7, but I need 30 first.
That's also true.
And we see a really nice drop there from Bryant. He needed the flexibility of his scout to go down there in Coventry.
6 of those, and now we've got the 4, we've got
So I believe he took a loan with his first action because I saw Cliff move his tracker down 3, and then he drops as his first drop on the board that level 2 coal down in Coventry,
In terms of
which
comment on
Oh, you don't know if that was a good
the
move?
quality of play.
I'll just say you would have done something different.
the Josh, our judge, complimenting the players on their speed of play right now.
Yeah, it's been really good actually.
Wait, didn't Cliff hand you 2? Count.
I've got 6 right.
Okay, you were going to.
Did hand him two.
You were going to, I think you
Yeah, put him back.
put him back, yeah. Yeah, because you have 6.
We can just count the deck. The deck should have.
Well, no, you said you have 6, right?
Yeah, I got 8.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, let's not count.
Yeah, you went to do it, and then we said, wait, he needs money.
Yeah, I didn't. That is so true.
Yeah, Josh just making sure that everything is in order. And you can see Bryant saying, well, we can just count the deck. And about to say the number of cards still left in the deck. Just showing, to my previous point, that he knows exactly how many cards are out there and what his probability of drawing the things that he needs are. And I think that's probably why he did do that scout action. He said, listen, I know the breakdown of what people have played, and I want to give myself that flexibility. And wanting to get into Coventry, which I think is a really interesting opening play for Bryant. A level 2 coal. He got a bunch of income out of that play. He took a loan and immediately paid it off. And now he's set up for a really strong attack into Birmingham for the rail era down the line in the second half of the game. So I really like that.
That's some strong forethought for sure.
What I'm also excited to see is this inevitable battle that is now brewing between Bryant and Isaac. They're both going down the same development path. Both Zhao and Cliff haven't developed anything off of their board, so they haven't yet revealed their hand and sort of which direction they're going. And I don't know if that will, the potential clash of Brian and Isaac, if that will convince the players to go in a different direction or not.
Another loan.
Oh, I think maybe a double loan. Was it a double loan or just a loan?
It's just taken one so far.
just
Just
one
the
so
first
far.
action so far.
I just saw him grab a big chip, and I thought,
7 plus 2.
More beer.
more beer. Wow. Isaac getting both of his beers on the board without any single goods yet is very interesting. but it gives him a nice spread too. I like that potential starting position up by Nottingham in the top right, because again, it'll give him that flexibility moving forward into that rail era.
That's one of the things. I don't know how much we want to talk about Brass Pittsburgh, but we have heavy trains now, which are a more expensive type of train that will carry over between eras. So you can actually build a type of train that will give you an immediate small bonus, like maybe have a cube on it that's stored exclusively for you, but also it'll carry over between eras.
Wow, that's so exciting.
So it's actually stronger than having an industry, a level 2 industry, because you have one connection on each side, right?
Yeah,
So you're
They're pretty expensive.
Yeah.
that is ridiculously exciting to me. And we see that overbuild right away from Zhao. Not like we were talking about, a great place to overbuild in Birmingham. He feels the pressure of Bryant with that level 2 sitting out there in Coventry. I love the tension of mapping out these turns. I feel like the players here are so aware of the ramifications of all of their decisions. One of my other favorite mechanisms in Brass Birmingham, which I find very exciting, is that it's one of the only games I can think of where loans actually make sense and aren't just a penalization to the player, but they are
They're
an
a tool.
active. They're a tool, right? They're an active part of the strategy, and we've seen that with these players taking loan after loan, repaying it. You get so much money in so much buying power.
Here's a 5 in that stack, right?
With in both Pittsburgh and Birmingham, one of the things that the reason why your starting money is so low compared to Lancashire is to kind of train the players early that loans are a tool, because there are so many people that play, adverse to, they have like a debt
Right.
aversion in real life that kind of
Yep.
goes into how they play games, and they don't want to take a loan in any brass game. And I think it's worse in Lancashire because you actually can sort of survive, but it just makes the game less fun. Like, that's what is so in brass in general. Like, actions are your most valuable resource. The higher your income, the more overall actions you get, right? But
Yeah.
if you want money, you just take money, but you consume an action, right? It's
Yeah.
just it's a very beautiful system.
Yeah. I think that's a really interesting observation of players being risk averse just because of loans and debt, and is sort of
Totally.
not ideal.
No.
And I think we've seen it in so many other games too, like all the way back, well, further than like Agricola, where it's so hard to get anything, and yet you're so penalized for getting things. You're desperately struggling against it. I love how the system works, and that's really interesting in terms of game design. That it does encourage the players to say, okay, I get so much benefit from this.
I think in the back of the rule books where there's like tips for new players in Birmingham, I think the first tip is don't be afraid to take loans. Take loans.
Right.
2 beers, 18. Everybody agree with that?
I do.
Take 2 off.
18. Yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Guess they're plus 2 twice. Okay. Stone. Beer.
Cliff dropping down some beers. You saw him build that little rail the turn before, and also develop his level 1 beers away, and then drop down those beers in both stone and up to Walsall as well, which is a really nice placement as well.
And the hits just keep on coming.
I love this beer placement from Cliff. That's a really, really solid get. He had the beer card in his hand, so he knew he could expand outward to try to lock that central position. Walsall, which only has 1 card in the deck as well, so it's nice to be able to get in there with a level 2 in the first age. and then locking up in stone, which is near Uxeter, far away from anybody's prying eyes. And we see in high-level play that the beer spaces go quickly because the players know, okay, I'm going to lock down these beer spaces. I'm going to make sure that they're mine going into the second round. I'm going to make sure that if I can take them out of play, I will, giving them that flexibility to overbuild and then do a double rail build.
Yeah, I remember there was some alarm shortly after Birmingham came out about like the BLIC, Beer Links Iron and Coal strategy being just so dominant. But Brass is actually, because everybody has access to all the same, industries.
Yeah.
It's very self-balancing in that if something is overpowered, then all the players want to do it, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we see obviously with beer. It's very powerful, which means at high level play, at low level play, you just have somebody running away with it, but at high level play, it levels out because everybody has access to it.
Yeah. Play's currently over to Bryant right now. We know he has another scout location in his hand. So Bryant has unlimited flexibility right now in terms of airdropping wherever he wants to go, should he want to. How do you think Bryant's looking right now? He just has that single coal on the board. He spent his time developing. He spent his time getting money. You can see that huge stack of chips.
Everybody gets. There you
I mean, he like looking at his face and looking at his analysis. I don't know. There's a lot of contemplation going on. So
Yeah, he's counting out cards so you can see it.
yeah, he's clearly got a plan.
I imagine he's deciding where to start his manufactured goods push and wondering when he needs to do that. There's also the balance of I really liked Cliff waiting for his beer because you saw he waited until the iron market was completely full so that he could get it as the cheapest possible. Then he developed and then he bought his beer. And so Cliff was very efficient with that developing. So it's a potential too that Bryant is deciding, does he get into the iron game or does he push forward with manufactured goods? Probably not a good time to push forward with manufactured goods because the level 2 manufactured goods cost 10 money and iron as well. And so even with that having a bunch of cash on hand, you still want to be mindful about paying the smallest cost possible. That's why I love the variable market. The variable market costs in Brass. Oh, it's just so dynamic and exciting.
Mm-hmm. So where do you think he'll go if he slams iron down? Walsall?
Yeah, that might be a pretty nice spot to claim. We know Cliff's already moved in there, so if you want in, and it's a nice central location.
Yeah, and it hooks up if he's going manufactured goods, he's close to Wolverhampton, and there's a lot of surrounding manufactured goods.
And Cannock, too, is such a tasty place to be. I wonder if Bryant will try to lock that down so he can secure that beer market for himself. The sort of farm beer. He's got a Burton on Trent card, and maybe we'll see a beer right now.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh, and that wild location.
And the wild location with the iron. Is it being dropped in Walsall like we thought?
Yeah, good call.
There you go.
A great spot to drop that iron. I mean, also
I'm a
technically-
champion.
See, you earned your spot on the commentary team with that one. It is worth noting that I suppose that is the only spot where he could have built his iron, but he didn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to go for iron at this point in time. But I think a really like though he spent a lot. He spent an action to get that flexibility, right? And so if he's using his scout action, it's got to be for an important reason. And I think locking that middle space, especially after Cliff did it, I think that's a great response from Bryant. We see a little bit of a sigh of relief or panic. I'm not too sure.
Like stressed out.
We're down to Zhao.
Like that we have the deluxe version of Birmingham here, so players can play around with the iron clays as they're waiting.
Yeah.
I don't know any chip tricks personally. I used to play a lot of poker, but I'm not good dexterous enough to be able to do anything cool.
Yeah, we see Cliff perpetually fidgeting, helping him focus.
I'm definitely a chip shuffling guy, constantly.
A bunch of stuff was built in heaven. Oh, how did we do that?
Brian just asking for those discarded developed tiles to be moved above the board, as he said, "Wait a minute, we built Nuneaton already? How did we get there?" I'm looking at the symbol on Zhao's shirt, and I believe I might be incorrect, but I believe that's he must be a member of the Singapore group. I believe it's Singapore Board Gamers Association. It's a different BGA. I was like, BGA? No, it's a different BGA. But yeah, we had a satellite tournament over in Singapore as well, where we had 16 games be played. We had a tournament happening in Singapore, and we had a bunch of people fly over from Singapore to participate in the World Series of Board Gaming. Singapore sort of brought their best board gamers to come to the event, and Zhao repping that crew right there, and going for the scout action as well. Yeah, I got to sit down and talk with a few people who were sent over from Singapore, and that'll be released on WSBG's channel. Just a little interview excerpt from how their tournament was run, and just the idea of how board games can bring us together. I really love seeing such a national presence. I think we have 18 to 27 different countries who came to the World Series this year.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the exact number. I know Shane said it, but we've had people from Singapore, Hong Kong, Finland, Brazil, Canada.
It's awesome. I used to play Brass Lancashire on this old website called Order the Hammer, which I'm sure some viewers have played on before if they've played Brass for a long time. It's a very janky sort of HTML version of Brass, and
Amazing.
I played hundreds and hundreds of games on there, and they ran a tournament one time, and I got there was 32 players, and I got in the top 8, and I was pretty proud of that. So
Nice.
yeah. Ed Chen, he's been helping us develop Pittsburgh, and he helped with kind of the changes that we made to Lancashire. We removed one of the rounds from the 3-player and stuff like that. We had him kind of help develop some of those changes and just kind of get his sign off. He was the winningest player on Lancashire on Order of the Hammer. He had I don't know, like almost a 50% win ratio or something preposterous. Like he was insanely good. And he could like hold up a card and like, because of the closed system, like the static system of Lancashire, he could hold up a card like Warrington and Runcorn, and he could talk about every single card for like, 5 minutes.
Wow.
And the importance of that specific card. And that's something that like a static system of Lancashire provides is like, because it's static, when people on BGG talk about what's the best strategy,
Right.
in Birmingham to open or whatever, it's like it depends. Like the answer is always it depends, which like kind of overall reduces the chatter, because it's kind of like you develop a skill for it that's not that understands all the contexts, right? In Birmingham, whereas in
Yeah.
Lancashire, there's a lot of knowledge-based strategy, if you will, kind of like chess, right? It's
Right.
like this opener, whatever. Anyhow, because of that, he knew a lot of, he had an encyclopedic, or he still does have an encyclopedic knowledge of the uses of various cards and stuff like that.
That's amazing.
Fascinating. A different skill set.
For sure. Yeah, it's up to these players to sort of read this board state and then figure out what is
Yeah.
what are the
Constantly.
implications, right?
Yeah.
The constant shift.
Speaking of Order of the Hammer, that was one of the first tasks I did once I started working for Roxley. Is you had got in contact with them and got the database of all the games played on Order of the Hammer. And I used to be a software engineer, kind of specializing in SQL queries, all kinds of stuff. So it was a really fun early task to be querying these games and in this situation or in this context, how often does this particular thing happen? And
Yeah.
you and Matt were using that data that you could pose a question, I could put together a query and get you those percentages of how often certain things happen. And that kind of helped, hopefully, with the Birmingham development as you went along.
One of the biggest things was we buffed the level 1 cotton mill to be slightly less trash. I think we gave it two additional, is worth 2 additional points or whatever. It's still like not something you'd ever build in Lancashire, but we want it to be less punishing on new players. It's like less of an error essentially to build it, because in the end we didn't want to change the dynamics of Lancashire at all. So it was still like not a feasible building to build, but in low level games you're still, you didn't necessarily mean you're going to lose the game if you built one, kind of thing was kind of like the objective. So Adam kind of searched for, at high level play, what is the percentage, or what number of games were won at very high level play where the winner built a level 1 cotton mill? And the answer is 0. Like 0. Like it was impossible at high level
Right.
play to win brass and build a level 1 cotton mill.
Right.
So
It's 13.
And just to catch us up from what has happened, Zhao took a long time thinking about his development. I think he was like, I don't know if he was thinking about developing beer. He was thinking about his next turn, clearly deciding that he wanted to get this manufactured good out there. That's why he was agonizing over this. We see 3 of the players, again, going into that manufactured goods, sort of analyzed a bit by that shifting board state of what is accessible right now. And then also Isaac played a Burton-on-Trent to airdrop his level 2 manufactured good in there, sitting right beside Bryant, and then dropping a link to make sure it's now connected down to Oxford where he can sell them.
Doing a link. Yeah, we can use 16. You're good.
And we see Zhao definitely going to be connecting down from Belper into Derby, I would assume. There it is.
Yeah.
Is this your money?
So with 3 of the players already putting out some manufactured goods, what direction do we think Cliff is going to go?
I want 2 more.
Canal era is too short.
I pose this because I don't know the answer, but
Yeah.
what?
I say if we all agree, right? We can. I'll draw 2. You guys draw 2.
I'll
He
trade
plays
you
2.
a cotton for a box.
Cotton for a box. I don't even know what that means.
I would love to build some.
You would build my boxes.
Yeah, Bryant saying, "Listen, I'll trade you my cotton for one of your boxes." Is that allowed? Cliff saying, "Hey, why don't we just all draw from the scout deck and extend this game a little bit, huh?" It's nice to see that friendly joking around the table. That even though these players are thinking, there's nice to have moments of levity, and that helps you think too, right? If everything was just all quiet, I know for me, I gotta talk some things out. What? Yeah, I don't know where Cliff
I
is
have
gonna
no
go.
idea either.
It, it's just such a good board for manufactured goods, and it feels like a bit of a weak board to go for cotton, and especially at this point in the game when no player has developed cotton. I don't think we're seeing a single cotton being built for the whole game. Like each player only has 4 turns left, or 8 turns depending on how you look at it, or except for Isaac and Zhao, who have 6 now. But at this point, the players' actions are sort of determined, and there's no way that they're going to really develop off that cotton at this point. And so it just depends. Does Cliff have a develop in him? It's getting expensive to develop. See the irons up there, or does Cliff just go full iron?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he just.
Coal iron beer.
Yeah.
I mean, Cliff does still have his level 1 coal, which the coal hasn't been really touched. It would be hard for him to lay it down, overbuild.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot, I feel like. I mean, his beer situation isn't bad.
Players do have that potential for pottery in the top right. I don't think we're going to ever see pottery happen over towards that Colebrookdale area in Shrewsbury. Is it Shrewsbury? Yeah, Shrewsbury on the left there. But also the benefit of the level 1 pottery is you can do it anytime. I mean, it's a great 10-point get, but you can get 10 points in the first era or 10 points in the second era. It doesn't really matter. So unless you don't have anything else better to do in the first era, you might as well save it. Or if you're worried about spots being gobbled up because of people vying towards a big pottery strategy. But again, we've seen the players, seems like 3 of them are going to go decently into manufactured goods at this point. We're at Bryant right now. I always find that this moment in the game, when you have those 8 cards left, you know the information. There's going to be no new information coming your way. I'll just plan my 8 turns. And that's pretty much what you have to do. There's also a world in which I wonder if Bryant is concerned about people stealing his beer. I don't think he needs to be. Both, well, he might be concerned about Zhao stealing his beer, if that's a potential play. Likely not, because you do still have the market beer. There aren't enough tiles on the board to worry about other players, stealing someone else's beer to deny them a potential sale. I don't think that's actually a possibility right now, but it's always something that gets me a little bit excited to think about.
Well, how many? Okay, so Brian, let's play some wagers. How many manufactured goods is he going to get down before he chooses to sell? Do you think?
I mean, he only has 1 beer right now,
Scout again? Everybody
and he's
knows?
scouting again.
Scouting. Wow.
Proved it.
Wow.
Don't have any of these left.
Wild.
You don't
Literally.
have to.
Unintended.
Used 1 for his coal and 1
I know.
for
I know.
Overbuild my iron. Over 9.
Oh, right, I'd forgotten that he still only had his level 1 iron on there. A nice overbuild fills up that market.
We're in for 10.
Cliff might be happy to see that if he wants to develop some of his stuff off the board.
Yeah.
8 flips. And this one.
He's also. I mean, he's going income.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the scouts.
Yeah, it's true. We see the other players. Isaac down
is
needs
deep.
to pay off his loans.
Yeah. And so that it's kind of also a potential attack against against Isaac. Isaac also doesn't even have a single iron mill out.
Mm-hmm.
9, 13, 16.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll see a premature sale from Isaac as well.
Yeah,
Just
I
to
totally agree.
to get out of that. Well, I guess he's got level 2 manufacturing goods on the board, and they only provide 1 income, but his beer would provide him 5 income.
Yep. And if he could potentially, like, if he builds one more and then sells to Oxford, he could use that free beer too.
Right. Yeah, this is definitely a situation where we might see the free beer. Players generally love to prioritize using their own beer over the market beer because, you know, you get your tile on the board, you get so many more benefits, you get your income bump and your points bump. It stays on the board, but if you needed it, if you needed it for
Money? Just an object.
Bryant and Isaac joking about, I think Isaac's placement on the loan on the income track right now. He said, "Do you even need money? It's just a concept."
This Derby.
I mean, -6 a turn is not nothing.
Yeah, yeah. 3
Okay.
feels manageable.
So Cliff is developing away some manufactured goods as well.
Paying 3.
There we go.
This is gonna be a knife fight in a phone booth.
Yeah, this is the exact. All the players have recognized this board. They're like, listen, this ain't a cotton board, and you'd be a fool to get in the cotton game. So I don't know what's in these boxes, but we're gonna find out.
With such competition for those spaces, the scout action makes even more
Yeah.
sense to have that flexibility.
Yep. Yeah, and maybe that's Bryant's thing. He can see, like, this is about the few spaces that are usable here. So I need to have those available.
I think we also saw Cliff take a loan with his other action, which is why he's going first in turn order.
2 is 9.
Oh, he still had his level 1 iron on the board as well. So the develop gives him a bonus as well to flip his iron immediately, which is a nice bounce from Cliff. Possibly the reason to get rid of his to develop that, to give him those options.
And then I'm going to build a box, and it's going to cost 11 because it's 1, but I paid 10 for a $9 thing. That's how we get 20. And that box is going to
And Cliff's in the box game.
I love how
Derby.
it's just known as either crates or boxes.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live in the world. How interesting. Building boxes. In Pittsburgh, we've actually to kind of fight that a little bit, which I'm sure will just still be called boxes, but each box is like open and you can see a product from the region that was built. So it's still
Oh, cool.
identifiable as a manufactured goods box, but you can actually see the product that a product relevant to the area,
That's cool.
and thematically relevant to, like, to what that specific manufactured goods does.
Well, I
There's been
look
a lot of-
forward to building those open boxes.
Yeah. There's been a lot of research that Gavin primarily, but we have some other members of the team as well, have done. And in all our Game Found updates, we're putting out a lot of that history that informs the design process.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I'll include a link to that in the description down below as well, if you want to check out the updates for Brass Pittsburgh, which is launching sometime next year. Is that information public?
February next
February.
year.
February next year. I think it's so exciting to see all 4 players fight for these manufactured goods spaces.
Yeah, it's very fascinating.
And it suddenly makes those market beer a little bit more interesting.
We're hoarding the
because of course as I was just saying that everybody wants to use their own beer. We see Bryant dropping another beer down, going over into just below Stone, which is Stafford.
Where'd you put your box?
Bryant's getting Canic surrounded.
Canic, or not Canic, not beer.
Stafford's
There you
there.
are.
It's a red city.
If I can build beer and Canic, I've been playing this game
But
wrong for way too long.
we'll see. We might see people having to sell early if they're going to depend upon those additional options to sell, right? If you want to push up to the higher level manufactured goods,
We're going to Hank and Cole.
you're not going to have enough beer. So if everybody's still pushing for that, I think it's going to be a really exciting fight to see who gets to sell those first. Or do you just pivot? Do you throw a couple manufactured goods down, and then do you
Taking loans like
do a hybrid strategy? Go for some coal, go for some iron, go the
Oh, he's-
beer.
It's out of
Got
the
it.
hole.
Play Leap for the Lake.
Good timing for that coal.
Great timing.
We can see the last few turns moving along much faster because
Yeah.
they took that time when they had the 8 cards left to
Yeah.
to plan it out, and now it's kind of execution.
12.
I really like that placement of manufactured goods from Zhao. It's a little off the beaten path, but you can connect right into the circuit, and he's up near Exeter for number 2. It's really interesting. In Exeter, there's 2 cards. There's 2 cards that are out there, and I don't think they've been played yet. And so I wonder, our players know it's a safe spot in round 1. They don't need to worry about it. Often you see beer drop there. But are the players waiting to drop that beer there?
$1 in this game, don't take one away. I know you got a lot of money. Nobody else even tell you. They just let you spend the $1. They don't pay attention. You should put 4 things down. They won't know. They're looking at their own hand.
One income for purple.
Yo, I make money now?
He only wants that because he gets 5.
5 income for me. I wasn't gonna say that right.
10, 15, 20, 20.
Some fun chatter around the table.
There's got to be some tension here
Yeah.
for these guys. There's a lot of manufactured goods out.
And turn order is going to be so important.
Yeah.
So Isaac has 2 beer on the
He's-
board. Cliff has 2 beer. Bryant has 2 beer.
He's got
Zhao has none.
What do we have? 4 cards left in hand each?
4 cards left in hand. Yeah.
they're all pushing it right to the limit here.
Yeah.
So does Isaac put down one more manufactured goods here? Does he have enough money?
Yeah, it looks
he
like
selling?
he's sitting on 12. I mean, he could easily loan. He could loan manufactured goods. But the worry there is if he does
Yeah.
that, he telegraphs his hand. Are the other players going to gobble up that beer before he can get there?
One of his beers safe.
That's true. Yeah, he might have to worry about players using it. Maybe Zhao, because Zhao has no beer,
Yeah.
which is a really likely Zhao's sitting on an Exeter card, and he'll drop in a beer. Maybe he'll drop in beer,
He thinks it's your
sell,
game. You think it's his turn.
No, I knew it was
drop 1 beer in this turn, and then have his final turn be second beer, sell if he has the space for it. But even if he has 2 Exeter cards, it's no good because you can only put 1 in the Canal era.
There's currently 6 boxes out, and 8 usable
Yeah.
beer total for manufactured goods.
We have musical chair situation here in a second,
I,
folks.
I think technically 7 because we haven't
Yeah,
yet
it's a wild
built
one.
to Nottingham. Because I don't think there's a link yet up there in the top right to Nottingham.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But
Yeah.
it's an easy link. Somebody just has to build it.
Enough what, Jake?
Yeah, for Zhao, maybe he would have to develop off that level 1 beer as well. So he could develop the beer, drop a beer, drop an additional beer, sell. That could be his pathway to remain competitive in the tiles that are still on the board. Oh yeah, Bryant still has, I think, a wild location. Oh, Zhao did scout, remember, as well.
Yeah.
My turn.
Wow, and we're seeing a
Wow.
scout from Isaac.
I was a trendsetter.
That
Wow.
would be 12, which is
Recognizing that everybody probably has Uxeter in his hands. He wants to get in there.
Talks of
3 beer on the board, though. He's got to put another manufactured goods.
Yes.
But even still, he's on level 3 manufactured goods, and that doesn't use a beer. So one of those beers is going to remain
Yeah.
unflipped. Which is a bit of a shame, but I guess like he can be setting himself up for some rail play. A double rail play
Yep.
if he's able to control the turn order. But I'm unsure. I mean, he could loan and sell, and likely be in the turn order. Maybe recognizing that other players have to build still.
He sounds confident. Develop.
And we see the develop from Zhao, developing that beer away. I would assume.
So,
Yeah. That makes sense. Just costs a little bit more. And this is where like the developing game and the timing gets really interesting to me. Because and he's gonna overbuild that iron. Oh, not overbuild. He's gonna place that iron.
That's good.
Yeah, getting to the level 3
Level
iron.
3.
That's
Yep.
really nice to get on the board. Not worrying about the beer for those goods. He knows that he can maybe drop a link and sell using the market beer, knowing that the other players are going to capitalize using their beer. Getting that iron on the table to offset the points that he won't have from putting his beer out. But for sure, with that develop action, he's got to put one beer down and sell is likely Zhao's final moves.
Card.
That's a wild amount of beer.
That's so yeah.
and
I don't think there's a single space other than oh no, there's one in Nuneaton on the board for beer and one left in Exeter. But I assume the one in Exeter is going to get built.
Money from income.
But maybe not because the players have the beer that they need. Cliff also only has 1 manufactured good on the board and has 2 beer, so needs to get that second manufactured good on the board if he wants to capitalize flipping all over his tiles.
oh, Yellow's not doing very well. I'm like, who is Yellow?
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Bryant looking at the board saying, "Oh, I was looking at the board thinking, well, Yellow's not doing too well. Who's Yellow?" Cliff doesn't have those final turns locked. He seems to be contemplating for a little. Yeah, Bryant also needs to build an additional manufactured good.
He wants some.
Or if somebody does create a link to Nottingham, I suppose people could throw down a pottery if they've got it in their hand. If they just happen to have...
No, I'm actually waiting for you.
But-
Oh man. Isaac's gonna crush that. He's got that. He's gonna
Cliff doing what we're doing right now, just picturing what everybody else is going to be doing. You can at least have a semi-dependable.
I'm gonna loan beer. It's gonna cost 11.
You have both two texters. You greedy. You can't share those.
I did.
I had to,
Yeah, we see Cliff getting a gift, knowing that he had both of those cards. But another beer is sitting there.
Also, like a good idea to like hold them both,
Yeah.
right? So that you know,
Sure, if it was all gonna flip.
his opponents can like assume that it's still in the deck for a long
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
he's got a second box coming.
Because they know that they're safe.
Reactions. Oh, that is really good.
Six of
There's no rush to Birmingham. We could all go there. It's a family hub in the old.
That's
canal.
correct. If you're done.
A great point by Cliff saying, listen, I know I can go to Birmingham. As soon as Zhao put that iron down, I knew that I could put a box in Birmingham.
There's no way to know. There's no way to know.
You can't loan sell because you gotta put your box in the family.
I could loan sell
He's got
and
a- he's got
quad
a
rail.
box up
It's
back
an
there,
option.
Yeah, okay. This didn't go the way I wanted.
Yeah, Bryant talking, players being very concerned about turn order.
Oh,
Yep.
that's not what we wanted. That's not the order that we wanted.
It doesn't matter.
It does a little bit, yeah.
It only matters if I. To you, it only matters.
What
if
did Cliff
I
spend there? Not much.
Play that I.
Not just on a beer.
Loan
Oh
beer.
yeah.
So he would have spent nine
Yes.
money.
I'm gonna loan scout. You don't know.
You can't scout. You only have 2 cards, and you might still have one of these.
Gonna
so you
loan
really can't
pass.
scout. There's lots of rules about you loaning.
Purple's gonna be one beer.
There's too many rules in this game.
White is going to.
Yeah, all the players really jockeying for that first go, especially with beer on the board. I think both Cliff and Isaac having 3 beer on the board, we know that there's a double rail incoming, and we know that they want to double rail from
Well,
Uxeter.
it doesn't have that card.
No way.
Cliff mentioning, hey,
So he doesn't.
I could only sell one. I could loan sell and then have a quad rail and to start off
You're the only non-scout.
the rail era, which might not be a bad play, but you do lose the
Get worse cards.
the 10 points from not building that manufactured good and flipping over an additional beer,
No,
Spent the first
and you
Yeah,
gain
thinking about.
if no one opened Nottingham, that was
6 per rail. So there's a potential net 2 there.
See if I can disagree with you.
But getting into Birmingham feels a bit more important for Cliff right now.
And
Ye-
is there still one still can trade out?
Yeah, you have 2.
I don't know why I'm looking at my cards. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna buy anything anyway.
Box, so you're going after. Yeah, I have to say.
How many cards they got left in hand right now? 4?
Bryant has 4, yeah. Everyone else
Okay,
has
and
2.
And he's last. Yeah.
7
I think Bryant's taking the time right now to figure out what cards are in everyone's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Bryant still hasn't used his Wild Scout, has he?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
There's,
so.
there's 2 of them in hand. I think Zhao has one.
Yeah, I think so as well. And I think that was a really nice play then from Isaac, knowing to take his first position to grab that Uxeter key placement.
Yep.
for beer. Wolverhampton for bucks. I got left out of the party. So that's 5 in those. 10.
So Bryant drops his level 2 manufactured goods in Wolverhampton. We know that he'll have to put one link down to connect them. But he's also claiming that last beer spot with Newington.
24.
Whoa.
Okay. And that beer is in Newington.
Let's just double check. I want to do that. If you could just leave everything where it is.
Okay.
Well, it can be over there. I mean, that's pretty nearby. This guy is costing 9 and 2, so 11. And that guy's costing 10 and 3, so 13. The total really is 24, and I really have 24. Wow.
Like another cold shower.
Are you allowed to make witty comments? I thought that was my job. I'm gonna do it.
Bryant
Whoever
getting
gets me,
the exact number he needs to make this play,
Well, you're just about to get $5.
That's right.
thinking that it's too good to be true.
Now you need
Yeah, it's meant to be.
That's probably fine. All right.
I do find it interesting,
12,
Bryant, the only one who's pushed ahead on income.
24, 25.
He's been there for a while. Getting that permanent 5 has definitely helped him.
Pan 3.
And we're into the final 2 moves, which should go pretty quickly, I'd say. If the players don't have these planned out by now, well, I'm worried for their chances.
You have your income and you have your income.
Active players, you.
It's your total money.
We see Isaac, although going second, has already decided on his move. I feel good about Isaac's chances. Cliff, I think Cliff is seriously contemplating the difference between lone sell and dropping another box and making sure that he can quad rail at the beginning of the next round, though.
Yep,
Which,
that's what I figured.
with the double beer up top, the link between Exeter and Derby is worth 7 points. Derby into Nottingham is worth 5 points. So again, that's the first rail is worth his first action could get him 12 points, and then his second action could get him another 12, probably going from Birmingham into down to Oxford. Would at least get him 5. Someone's sure to drop something into Birmingham, although it would likely then be the level 3 manufactured goods, because it wouldn't really get back to him. Cliff also sitting at -3 on the track right now, and so he'd have to spend 6, so he has to factor those dollars into his decision. So just going through that math.
So, do you think Cliff's gonna lone sell here?
I don't know. I think that's definitely
He's got a
what
lot
he's
of
contemplating.
he's got a lot of 5s there,
Yeah.
but I mean he's probably calculating, like, if I go second or whatever, can I still? I mean, you're giving up so much power if you don't lone sell here. I think.
Yeah, just in terms of making sure to lock down those things. And yeah, he's mindful of how much that box will cost him. It'll cost him 14. Isaac is not likely to build. Well, it depends. Isaac still only has 1 manufactured good on. Oh, no. I was looking at Cliff again. Isaac has 2 manufactured goods. Isaac is likely to sell. Bryant
Yeah, Cliff,
has to
I think,
build.
needs to build, right? Because he's unless he puts down a pottery and then sells.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, if you on Oxeter, if you leave a beer there, then you got you got the potential for
Yep.
1 to 2 double
For
builds.
yeah, the
Pottery
quad?
isn't even hooked up though.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, so he'd have to rail or canal right now.
This actually is a really interesting decision. I thought it was sort of an auto build in Birmingham and then sell because that just makes sense. But you do only net 10 points from that and 6 bumps of income versus guaranteed going first. You lock in the rails. You lock in potentially the most beneficial rails, which are up in Uxeter if you can quad rail. It just depends on if he can afford it and then build his way back from there. And he'll still get an income bump. He'll still get one of the beers, actually, to bump him back to 0, because the beer is going to give him a 5 income. So he'll be at net 0 for his income, so he doesn't have to worry about paying off the loan, because he'll at least sell one of his goods.
I really don't know if this is right.
It seems like a wild decision to not flip your tiles at the beginning, but maybe with everyone playing manufactured goods, you know that the board's going to get jammed. You know that you want to lock down the points, the rail points where they're going to make the most difference, and especially because everyone's going to be dropping or potentially dropping their level 3 goods, and so then that means all the other rail points will be less because of it as well.
I'm gonna phone a friend.
I'm gonna phone a friend. There's only 7 links on the board.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's always fun when the best Scots win.
Best Scots. I don't want to talk about that.
This is a really tricky decision. The more I talk about it, the more I analyze it, the more I like the. I think Cliff sort of said it flippantly, saying, I could sell, I could loan sell, and people kind of chuckled around the table. But I think the more he's thought about it, the more I think about it, the more I like that as a play. Just with how the board composition is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not on these guys' level, but I would probably loan sell, just for the power of
Yeah.
of those quad rails in the
Yeah.
first action, the second half, and then you probably still got.
I'm gonna loan sell.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I think you're exactly right. I think that's the right call. Wow. Something I think it came to Cliff as he said it out loud. I think he did say it flippantly, and then he's like, "Wait a minute, that's actually an amazing idea."
And then the other guys, half of them probably laughed around the table like
Yeah.
as a bluff, right? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, right. No one would do that, but yes, he's doing it.
Is that gonna happen? That's interesting. Well, it's not my turn, so no, I go last. Give it to somebody else. Give it to the guy who did it.
Wow. And that sort of makes Isaac's decision for him.
I don't know if I did.
Oh, but Isaac was out of cash.
I mean, he doesn't like it.
I
Oh man. Oh, an even better decision by Cliff.
And that's your 30.
I've been there long enough. I'm out of
Loan sell. I'll take your cards.
Great scout, don't you think? Just like my scout.
that hurts. Yeah.
So $3.
Wow. Yeah. Isaac having to use his scout.
So he's gonna get 3 points. Let's move him up 3 points.
Oh no, Zhao having to use his scouting cards
He's gonna get 4
just to
income.
sell. To link sell.
to link and sell. Yeah, so that's just a completely wasted action.
Wow.
Wait, why is it 4?
That sucks.
2 for there and 2
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Zhao not.
There. There's spot. Holy shit. Plus 2 points.
Yeah.
so
He had it in his hand, but all the beer spots got gobbled up.
I disagree,
So
but
should
I
I not have built
understand.
a
Dude, look at your stack of money.
Is this a mistake?
Yes. I mean, I didn't like it.
Well, you're gonna flip it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it.
So no.
So no.
It's gonna be beer other people are gonna use. So
Yeah,
probably.
If I loan sell, I still go first. But if I canal sell, I go first. But I'm still gonna canal sell. Sal. Woo! Join the club.
Yeah, that hurts for Zhao and Bryant
Does.
having to use those scouts. Ooh, and he has to canal Sal. We knew that was coming from Bryant because he needed to connect into Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip
So
the ones that don't.
He sells two, but he leaves his beer to be used to be gobbled up by other players, likely Isaac.
This hurts.
so Scout underrated randomly, basically randomly underrated because you may not be able to use them for something useful.
Right.
In which case, not underrated.
That is
Yeah.
bad.
Oh my god.
I think we're too good at this game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's probably true, right? Like, because he's playing against such high-level guys, it's like that forced him into
If you
kind of
want
wasting
shuffle
a
or
scout
shuffle,
action potentially, right?
start adding
Yeah.
stuff up. Okay, I'm just gonna go in turn order. If
Because
I
they're
didn't
playing.
start
I mean, they're also
order,
playing
you
his
watch me
scout
roll.
cards too, right?
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
And I think all of them were hoping to get into Exeter, and Isaac just nailed that timing.
Yeah, so few canal points.
So few link points, yeah.
6, 7. 2 for 7.
Oof. And then a hit for Isaac with those beer not being used.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
We see the reasoning and why people chose specific
8, 9.
specific beer to sell and not to sell.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 plus
Zhao,
3 is 22.
Zhao getting a nice chunk
Yeah.
She'll write these down for us.
of his links.
Hey,
Yep.
my link.
I am not. I'm
You're
just
just-
giving him his advantage.
You're 1 2-point link.
2 points for yellow.
I'm very proud of that.
Bryant getting a solid
Just
2-point
two.
link. But it's the best link in the whole town.
5. 17. That's where that's bad. 26.
Okay, so hold
So
on.
Cliff,
I just want to track this. There was a 9 before. And we had an iron 2, a beer 3.
Bryant just doing the double check. Cliff should be at 26.
17. So 26. Yeah, that's not very good. But that's okay. That's what we chose.
Yeah, 26, but we know that was a decision. He could have had 10 more points, but he chose to do that in order to do the double to do the quad rail.
19. 19.
Wait. 15 plus 7, 22. Plus 2 is 24.
5, 10, 15, 22, 24.
31.
Isaac sitting at 31.
For Isaac.
And nobody has anything that dies, right?
No.
This board already is so exciting and interesting.
5, 10, 15, 22.
Plus 22.
A really nice canal score from Zhao, even without getting that additional beer on the board.
Yeah.
That's a bit scary. It's a good thing he didn't. The other players should be happy about that. But also got the most points out of links. He spent the whole time building the network, and the other players just benefited from it.
27, 29.
Plus 2. 31. Oh, wait, no, that's me. That's what I am.
So we have Bryant and Isaac tied at 31, Cliff at 26,
Red 44.
and then Zhao at 44.
Purple 31.
Yes.
White 26.
Yep.
And yellow 31.
Those are correct if everyone's in agreement.
Josh just writing down the score to make sure in case anything's bumped.
I've shuffled.
I think it's actually really close.
Shuffled. I think you are.
Do you mind me go by
So
Yeah.
yellow,
Anybody else?
Bryant has 7 tiles still on the board for the second half.
Yeah.
It's a lot because purple has 4, 5, 6 actually.
Yeah.
And gray has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then red has 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice, and here's that double
Yeah.
rail.
See that quad rail just instantly gets scooped up by Cliff,
You have to take some beers off.
and he's
Yep.
got a.
And you called it. You called that exact quad rail.
Yeah.
That's how you take beers off.
Well, it also just like Birmingham, that additional spot, like Birmingham is usually so beneficial. However, the beer you get 2 points in links, and
Yes.
then likely the manufactured good that's going to end up in Birmingham will be the 3, which doesn't give you a link point. So really linking into Birmingham, like Coventry to Birmingham right now is only 5, and everywhere that Cliff has done, the minimum was 5. So
Second half, baby.
second half,
I was gonna count up what he got in for rail points, in with that double, the quad link.
oh yeah,
So 7 between Utoxeter,
Yeah.
sorry, Oxeter and Stone, and
Yep.
then 8, and then 6.
yeah,
So it's 15, 21, and then
it will
another
be
7.
Yeah,
So 28 points
yeah,
from a quad rail. That's pretty damn good.
that's pretty
It
good.
is.
So that's gonna be
So will that make up for his, not building one more thing or whatever? I guess we'll see.
I think it absolutely does. You know.
Yeah.
He's actually gonna make me take.
We're seeing it forces Isaac to have a less efficient quad rail, and like these points are swing points, you know. It makes sure that
I'll stick with that, and then plus 11.
I really like this play from Isaac though, with beer being so valuable that it opens the door for Isaac to swing down and make sure that he can lock that beer for himself, and he gets a nice payout with his coal. But his links are going to be worth 1, 2, 3, 4 there. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. So he's got 8 points there, where Cliff just got 28. Right? We said 28.
Yep.
Yeah. So the swing there, the fact that he's taking those points away from everybody at the table, I think makes it an amazing play. So Cliff was at 26 to finish the round, but with his first move, has now moved up to 54, 10 points ahead of Zhao.
The first thing to go into Birmingham will tell the story of how much the Birmingham points, the rail points are worth
Yeah.
too. Because there's several level 3 boxes unbuilt here, which could make it worth nothing.
Yeah.
Or sorry, that one for that space.
But again, that's also a really interesting play, is then if Birmingham gets surrounded, well, you just overbuild. you
True.
You overbuild it, and
True.
you say, okay, enjoy your
The 5.
no points.
Yeah.
Variable link points is something we've explored more in Pittsburgh as well. More tiles with no links and some with up to 3. There's a manufactured goods with 3 link points on it. There's skyscrapers with 3.
Ooh.
And where some of the spaces are, there'll be like iron or skyscraper, and iron has 0, skyscraper has 2 or 3, depending on if you build a small or big one, you can attack other players who have a lot of links into a certain city in interesting ways.
And you can build like sort of like Bastion, like a little empire of rails and a skyscraper in a city. But yeah, like Adam said, people can come in and attack that with steel.
Every time you say literally anything about Pittsburgh, I get enormously excited. I get like a little giddy feeling inside myself. Be like, oh, I cannot wait to explore all these changes.
Yeah, we kind of like wanted to take what Birmingham did with like variable rail points and just blow it up even more. So there's a lot of constant tactics and strategy to your whole rail plan. Like your rail plan is like a plan in itself, really. There's also one of the heavy rails, the heavy trains, is a ×2 rail.
Oh my
So it
goodness.
doubles the points of
Oh,
whatever it's
man.
connected to. Yeah, which so
You're
it like
kidding me?
theoretically astronomical points, but
Yeah.
it's because it's interesting because the dynamic is it's up the coal track and it's so high up the coal track that by the time you get to it, a lot of the good rails are gobbled up. So you could push up the coal track faster to get to it faster earlier so that you can get those good rail points. But it's still not a guarantee that you get a huge amount of points for it. So it'll be interesting to see. There's a lot of stuff that has a lot of very high theoretical points, but it's very hard to
Right.
do.
To pull off.
So it'll be interesting to see player reports of like, or even in the WSBG if it ever got there. If it was deemed a good enough game to go into the WSBG, it would be interesting to see what these high level players can do because there's theoretical, very awesome moves in the game.
Yeah. I think we can definitely have Phoenix tournaments, like side tournaments for Pittsburgh, and which I would love to film and showcase and see what the players have to offer. Or hey, we can talk off stream, and I'll get these four to jump on a
Totally.
testing group.
Yeah, for sure. That would be really valuable.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sure all four of them would be thrilled to jump at that opportunity. We saw Zhao drop a double rail using Bryant's beer, using that last beer that was on the board, because Isaac not having enough money to capitalize on a quad rail. And then he dropped a single link up top from Belper to Darby as well, which is going to be worth 6 points, maybe 7 if somebody ever drops the pottery up there, which is definitely a potential. At the end of the Canal era, we had 7 total links on the board. 3 moves into the Rail era, we have 9 links on the board.
Yeah.
You've got some real income now, Bryant, up at 13.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Yeah, a massive income advantage over the other players. And Bryant here has a great decision because he's essentially planning his next 4 moves with this action. He can. All the other players have spent a lot of money, and so Bryant can take smaller actions and then plan his big spend.
Bryant, to me, appears to be in the best. Although he doesn't have any big link points yet in the second half here, but he appears to be in a strong position.
If you can.
Yeah,
To
just
me.
positionally on the board.
Objectively from your seat, not being biased by obviously you want to go first. Do you do the same thing, or would you have sold the box?
You think he? I don't know. I'm not a good enough player but I would maybe in his position build coal right now, and so spend less.
Yeah.
Get that money from Cole and then do a double link with his. Well, you couldn't do a double. I guess there's no more beer, but
So you had, I think
You made the right call.
seems like a good time to build Cole.
Well,
box
Cole's-
I will do another one.
Wow.
If I but I'm the first one. If I know you guys have.
With just asking the table, do you think I made the right choice? To quad rail.
You were going to box Birmingham and go after me. Kind of screwed off my plans. You texted her.
If I box
ironed it,
Birmingham,
you texted her.
if I box Birmingham, I'm going fourth, so I'm in this seat now, where the
Right,
board's
but
dry.
I didn't think you were going to get a third beer. Or at least I was hoping on it. Hoping you texted her.
We
It was
have the
off
full beers
somewhere
in
else.
the board. First time. Oh my god.
Oh, to start rail, yeah, everybody was.
I have 0 card for the beer. I don't have Ulster.
Yeah, Zhao bemoaning that because he had the scout.
Honestly,
I get 0
He could have put the beer anywhere.
also, I was really afraid. I wanted anyone to have it, but you obviously, I knew I didn't have it.
Yeah.
But then he wild into it, so it didn't
You
matter who had it.
already actually had a wild, so it was actually pretty cool time.
going to build a kit. Cool. That's going to cost me 7. And that's going to produce 3 full.
Brian's saying, I swear, I wasn't listening. I was planning my turn as the other players were filling the time.
Give me 7 there.
Yep.
Yeah, this makes sense. I think Bryant doing exactly what you just said, going into that coal makes a lot of sense in his position. Look at that income bump.
Are you gonna put
Yeah.
coal down, or did you just give yourself coal?
That's fair.
I already put it in the market.
Now I've spent 11. How does that compare to you guys? Not so much.
I mean, I do that all the time. Get so excited about the income bump and everything, you're like, forget to build the tile.
Yeah.
So 7 and 8 is 15.
One call out.
Which way do you? That's it.
15, 30, 31, 40.
Oh, I gotta throw my 15 out there.
You did 31.
Yes, 31. Oh my
Man.
god.
I guess 30, but if it's the same percent.
Then we get income. So I'm taking 5. He gets 3. You get 15. Genie
Did
card
Bryant
break.
drop his link yet? He paid for the link. I see it kind of outside his board.
Oh yeah, he doesn't put it on the board.
Well, he'll realize that he gets to go first anyway, but
I don't stay with 40 on me though. There's no handicap.
Yeah, drop stone
It
for
was-
another
just
link.
leave it there for the flex.
And then iron for another.
I'm sorry, stone for what?
Another link.
Stone for link.
So that's going to be 9 plus 9 and 4. 9 plus 9 is 18 and 4 is
Is that enough?
22. Oh, of course I have. 22? Because the price is 9 plus 5 is
it's hard because Bryant hasn't been using the sheet as much, and I think this might be.
Taken off. Here. Because it's
This is not connected.
Yeah, it's
there's
not
no
gonna.
coal
Oh,
there.
the first link. I didn't put the first link on the board. That's the problem. It was here.
But you have you need one more. One
No,
more.
I purchased a link on the previous
Last turn,
I never
he
put
is
it on.
correct. He is correct. He did coal and link and then just
I
didn't.
never put it on.
And-
Yeah.
Thank you. Is this better than Reddit?
Yeah, we can see it was there in Bryant's head.
And that
Very clear where he needed it to be
9.
as he builds out in order to deliver his iron in.
Also flips could be some income.
Yeah, I think a solid correction from Bryant, doing what he can in that sort of fourth position out of the rail era. He has to now abuse Birmingham
Mm-hmm.
and develop all that structure down there.
Well, first, I was gonna
Pick
give
up
you
those
guys all,
points.
pointers on what you were doing in this game, but I've never played it, so I stayed away from this. So.
That's not useful.
How much longer in the game?
We're halfway.
Halfway through.
We hear the voice. That's John Hagmeyer. He's the chairman of the board for WSBG.
Yep.
He's the one who will
Listen,
always be our master of ceremonies.
Nova, when that red comes up, I'm like, let's go.
I love his passion. He's very passionate about it, and
Forward 2 simple links for 20.
I think he really drives the. I think he's a really strong driver of this competition.
Yeah, he's definitely the heart of WSBG. We call him Johnny Christmas because he also just likes to run around going rogue, giving out things at WSBG. Like, yo, hey, go to the store, go get something. Who's from the furthest away? Here's $50 for the WSBG store. Yeah, he's a lovely person as well, super caring, and you can just he's definitely the reason why I enjoy working for WSBG as well.
Okay, I definitely don't want this one.
That's great.
Also has got really into Terraforming Mars, and then has gotten really into Ark Nova, and he will be doing the commentary on Ark Nova. He's played about 600 games of Ark Nova on Board Game Arena.
Wow,
Yeah,
600.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, he's very excited. So he'll be doing that with a person named Sam from a channel, No Wonders, which is sort of an Arc Nova specific channel. They're going to tag team that, but that will be released on WSBG's channel as well as part of our ring releases, which will happen every Saturday, just like this is happening now.
I love Arc Nova. Gavin, not as big a fan as I am. Because we play against each other. So.
Exactly.
Exactly.
He gets 14, that's what we're talking about. 14. Coming
And
in.
now
Well,
we're... Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I was just gonna say one of the things about Arc Nova that I just don't. It's just a personal preference. Is the how the game just abruptly ends, and you're like, man, I want to get this. Oh, I can't wait to get this panda in, this elephant. I'm gonna get this elephant in, and there's like you look in like the VPs are far away, but then Adam like gets 30 points in a round and crosses the path, and I get one more turn, and I'm just I can't put my panda. I can't put my panda in because it needed like 2 more turns. It's usually how it goes, and then I'm like, damn. And that's what I love about I actually love about Brass is like I like a static number of turns, so I'm trying to fit as much as possible in those turns rather than having a random game end. And that's just that's just me. Adam likes it because he's always the one to trigger the end of the game. That's why he loves it.
Yeah, it's not a random turn then for him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly
kind of like
when it's going to end.
yeah, it's kind of like a get good situation for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've probably played like 40 games of Arc Nova, and I can't get better, seemingly.
Coventry is +1.
Oh, there's some pottery.
There's the
Ooh.
pottery. It's our first pottery. A nice drop into Coventry.
So
And I wonder if we'll see Cliff try to go up to that link up in Nunington. Because that seems like one of the tastier links left on the board.
then I'm not spending 18.
Mm-hmm.
Put the iron back. Good catch. That's a good point.
Oh, he was
Undo.
yeah, he was seeing that north and south isn't connected. He was thinking about
Was 9, right?
maybe doing that cell.
Was that the last one was here because you got 14, so I think that's probably gone.
Yeah. With that call there, the whole game would have to start over.
Yeah. It looked like from looking from abroad, like it looks like it's all connected, right?
Yeah.
But when upon further inspection, it's not.
Yeah, we have that link down. So Zhao placed some links from Burton-on-Trent down to Tamworth and then dropped some coal in there. And then Isaac was connecting up through Birmingham with his links as well. But we're missing that one key connection point. Cliff could do it. He could create it, but I guess he's worried about telegraphing and needing the beer, I suppose. Because it will eventually get connected.
So that'll be a $10.
But it seemed just like an opportunity cost.
Are they? What a magical time.
Okay, now it's hooked up.
Do that with one swift motion.
We see somebody seems to be shaking the above camera, but perhaps an errant leg. But I think this should even out in just a moment. This is where the kaijus attacked WSBG. They also wanted to join in the action. We wanted to give that sort of thematic, the feeling of building the railways to the vibrations on the rails themselves. Wanted to throw that in for our viewers at home, which still keeps going. And I really thought it was going to be done by now. After at the end of my vamp, I thought I'd time it out.
I'm
There we go.
Curious who's got the nervous, shaky leg right now.
Yeah. We do see Bryant vibrating a bit, but he's a bit further away from the camera. The camera's closest to Cliff and to Isaac.
But first we get income, but yeah.
But maybe it's Bryant's vibrations all the way from his seat.
I'm gonna take 2. Pass 7 that way. 11, Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac's moved up pretty nicely on the income track as well. Sitting at 11?
Yeah.
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 Cliff just sitting at 2 income.
Five income, 3 points. One, two, three. Josh, if you want to write it down. Yep. Let's do that. 5 income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 18 spent.
And we see Cliff now manipulate the turn order so that he can go first, so that he can do that pottery play. I really like this play too. I think Coventry was the place where pottery would show up. Well, I guess Belper could as well, right? But do we think we'll see any more pottery plays from these players, or because they're all invested in boxes, are we going to see a bigger box push?
I mean, Belper seems like a no-brainer, no?
Yeah, it's 10 points, you know. If you got the money, drop it and sell it. But I think that's why Cliff wanted to seize upon it, because maybe he was worried that that he didn't have the beer for it.
Yeah. I mean, especially this one's only 1 beer cost, right?
Yeah.
Yes, $24 from my credit, and
We see some more links be dropped down by Zhao. And I was distracted by the chatter at the table behind, thinking about what table it was. It's Terraforming Mars. The final of Terraforming Mars is happening in the background there, behind Isaac's shoulder.
So Zhao's latest link there between Walsall and Tamworth, is that strictly for points, or is he trying to get some network presence so he can go west?
Yeah, I imagine it would just be for points at this point. But why not go down into Birmingham then? Well, I guess it's about the same right now. It's 3 and 3. If nobody drops another box into Birmingham, and he probably correctly identified the situation that might be a level 3, so gives him a little bit more flexibility. I would think you'd maybe want to go down into Birmingham even still, though.
Like Redditch?
Yeah,
Reddick?
because yeah.
Is it Redditch or Reddick?
I'm not sure. I always say Redditch.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly for that reason. Because Redditch looks really tasty. That's a nice spot for iron, especially if you're looking to drop a level 4 iron, which Zhao has on his board. Yeah, that does seem. I'm interested to see what Zhao's plans are because of that, or maybe he did it as more of a defensive move. But anyone can come really from Birmingham up to Tamworth, and Tamworth has cotton coal, so I don't really see the benefit of needing to protect that space in particular.
I mean, it does give him more options, right? In case
Yeah.
so he doesn't get kind of
Boxed in.
boxed in, exactly.
Yeah, that's a potential, right? I think Zhao also maybe didn't like a better link would have been, I think, down from Stone to Stafford, because that's worth 5 points right now.
Yep.
So he must be needing to push across, trying to get to that manufactured good in Wolverhampton.
Yeah, that seems like the only thing that's attractive there, but still, I mean, you go to Stoke-on-Trent from Stone, you got 2 up there.
Right.
But it depends on his hand also. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe he's got a Wolverhampton card.
Okay, red only spent 10. Right. Maybe I
We see Isaac just drop the links. We see these players just dropping as many links as you can. That's often what happens in the rail era. You're trying to grab those link points. You establish your base. You grab the link points because they're contested, and then you can overbuild or airdrop stuff where you need. But it's a pretty crowded board right now.
It is, and that's, I mean, that's a byproduct of the first half being so many level 2 or higher buildings at the end of it.
It's a little viral answers action.
27.
So,
Because, I mean, yeah, you're like, really, there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 unbuilt manufactured goods spaces? So Stoke-on-Trent does have value, but he's keeping maybe that Wolverhampton space possible in case. Still, you go to Stoke-on-Trent, somebody's gonna, well, I mean, unless somebody's gonna have the Stoke-on-Trent card. How many are there? 3? There's a lot of Stoke-on-Trent cards, so maybe he doesn't want to hook that up yet until he's ready to build one.
Yeah.
Let's spend
19 if it was.
Yeah, so it's just, I mean, kind of like, okay, well, I'm foregoing 1 point maybe in exchange for another potential opportunity for another box, essentially.
Yeah. Because he has that opportunity to drop Cole in Tamworth whenever he needs to.
Let's get
2 points back.
these 2 cards.
Bryant feels like definitely needs to get some links on the board as well. All these other 3 players have
20.
a nice
still
number. And when Bryant drops Cole and Tamworth, yeah, maybe if that was a defensive play, it certainly didn't work out for Zhao. I like that play. Bryant's just getting so much money.
Yeah.
And then I will.
Yeah, and so I mean, if you're gonna increase your income, I mean, the closer the start of the second half, the better. So he's probably I would say that's probably the end of him increasing his income.
Yeah.
10, 11, 18, 18.
Like he has very strong compared to Zhao got more points overall, but he had more points on the board that are unscored, and he also has for the most amount of points on the board unscored, he also has the highest actual score for the first half, right? And he has the highest income. So I don't know. I mean, I can't read exactly what his total potential points are for the second half right now. But I can figure it out. That's the beauty of Brass, though. Like, you can figure out exactly how many points you have.
Yeah.
But it's like most people are too lazy to want to count up everybody's points. So it's the scoring potential is very clear, but it's also sort of obfuscated by the fact that people are too lazy to actually count them all up. And sometimes it matters, right? When you have to flip player A or player B's coal or whatever, flip one of their things. And you have that very rare king-making moment where you have to choose between 2 players. At that point, you will often want to see who's doing better.
Yeah. Yeah, we see the reason for that link play that we were talking about. Zhao wanting to have that opportunity for his coal because he had the cards for it. He knew what he wanted to put in Kidderminster. He just needed an avenue to the market. Unfortunately for him, Bryant got there and got a little bit more out of it before him. I do really like Bryant recognizing and scooping up that 5-point link up from Stone down to Stafford in the top left there. That was one of the best links still remaining on the board.
Yep. So maybe Zhao, because obviously Zhao lost the Tamworth one, so maybe his plan was, hey, I'm going to protect Tamworth. I'm going to go Wolverhampton and Tamworth.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, the potential there.
because I
Hoping to
think
delay it.
probably this is probably like, well, this is give me my last turn to sort of boost my income before the end of the game.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go hard building. So,
Ranger card's just a little better.
Yeah, the benefit with those big coals as well is I didn't see if he filled 3 or 4, but it's when all the coal's gone, it's almost as good as a loan. In fact, potentially better. You get a similar amount of
Totally.
income, and you get a few points.
Working on it.
and no income loss, right?
Yeah.
You get cash and no income loss.
Yeah. So we're on to Isaac right now. Isaac looking really nicely set up, but the only thing that I'm flagging about his board that's different from everybody else's, is he has not invested in iron whatsoever. He doesn't have those iron points that the other players do.
And it's really painful at this point of the game to develop a level 1 iron away.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like Isaac's not going to end up touching iron, and will have to find his points in another way. But now that all the links are gobbled up, or most of them, I guess you can still go from Birmingham up to Tamworth.
So 11. And then plus.
23.
It's been a while. I forgot. So
It was a heat and a standard 10 to get the ocean.
so 2 coal and an iron should come out.
This is an interesting beer play, because he's doing a double rail and locking down those additional points around Birmingham, which makes sense. Those are the most tasty ones left on the board. And I like building down into Redditch just for that flexibility, versus dropping a manufactured good there or a cold there, versus doing the one off of Newington for
I'm sorry. I said it's 25. I'm
1 extra point right now.
deciding if I want to do 3 or if I want to do something else.
But he's also setting up Cliff to use that other beer, and giving Cliff his potentially his biggest competition right now. Although I don't know, it feels Zhao's managed to get a few more links down as well. Zhao is 6 links down. Cliff is 5. Zhao is sitting with a 10-point lead. But the quality of Cliff's links, we know, are just better than anything else on the board.
I think he's going to double link. Maybe now he goes up to Stoke-on-Trent.
Well, he's thinking you go ahead and discard Isaac.
Yeah. He doesn't have a path to get Newington to Tamworth. Or he can go at least from Cannock to Stafford. Pick up 4 points there. Also, this is where it is bad news for Cliff for not building into Birmingham, is that all the other players are built into Birmingham. They have that central hold on it, and Cliff really doesn't have a way to expand outward from there. Cliff is now going to have to rely on his cards.
Or scout.
Yeah. I mean, we know that down in the left corner with the double cotton is essentially a dead space. Nobody's going to do anything there. So if you were to build links down in that direction just to try to get that last remaining beer spot on the board, I don't know if it's going to end up being worth it for you.
There's no like the only way to reach you is to no the only way was to basically place the ocean here.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't really see Cliff's path forward other than. Oh,
You can just put one on it.
wow. Isaac saying that's the one card I was hoping you wouldn't have. The only one.
I think that's the first time I've seen a cube on the board this game.
Yeah.
But that's removal. Five income prize.
Yeah.
When we
Cliff,
fir-
go for it.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say Cliff using that beer to double rail, and then dropping the coal in terms of
Yeah.
order of operations.
Wolverhampton was the double, yeah. Come on, somebody
When
pull
we
it up. I gotta
when we
do
re-released
that card.
Brass Lancashire, people would complain that there weren't enough iron cubes in the game, and it was kind of like iron's so valuable that there shouldn't be like hundreds of cubes on the board, basically.
Yeah.
But it's like, so at first we were just kind of like responding like, well, you got to play better, basically. But you have to accommodate for new players. So we actually had to increase the number of iron cubes in the game, even though there's like no circumstances in which there should ever be that much iron on the board, because
Right.
it's just like free develops, right?
Oh, hang on a second, guys. Wait.
But it's interesting to see one iron cube halfway through the second half of the game, one coal cube on the board as
Yeah.
the first cube.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we saw the 2 iron, Cliff's 2 iron. It was also Cliff early on in the first Canal era.
Oh, okay.
Put some
He had 2
iron down on down in Coventry, but it immediately got gobbled up.
Yeah. As it should be.
Yeah.
So it was decreed.
That's one of the things during the development of Pittsburgh in recent playtests. I've been observing, recording every action, and observing exactly how many components we need of each. Because when you're playtesting digitally and don't have physical objects, you're copying and pasting, and you're just taking from infinite boxes and stuff like that. So it's easy to just be like, not know exactly, unless you're recording it, how many of each commodity you need.
Mm.
And like Gavin says with Lancashire, you need to observe that with players of all skill levels, because it's going to be very different in an optimal play versus a bunch of newbies.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's interesting in terms of the testing too, right? You need to get people who are actively really good at this specific game to see where it breaks.
Yeah. And also actively really bad
Yeah.
to see where it's too hard. And to see where we need more components, right?
Yeah. I want to go back to, I think I misspoke in terms of the order of operations of Cliff dropping things down. The reason why there is that coal on the board, for those who didn't catch it, is because he did build the coal first, and then he built his rails using that coal. And I think that was the only way that he could really afford to do it. Although I guess he could have afforded it in the reverse way too, but maybe not. Maybe he needed those extra coal. Maybe he wanted to keep that extra income, rather than filling the coal market and then just buying it right back.
Well, maybe if he started with the Colebrookdale card, he wasn't linked in there. He might have had to use the Colebrookdale card and then built the link out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's for turn order considerations too, because if you're not buying that coal from the market, you're
Right.
spending less.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Cliff wanting to manipulate that turn order. A really cool way of doing that versus getting the payoff of the money. But, yeah, and that's also why Isaac said, yeah, I really wish you didn't have that specific card, because that was the only way to sort of airdrop the coal and then use it up. Or one of the only ways. No, maybe the only way. I was looking at south of Wolverhampton, Dudley, but Dudley is connected. I guess you could have Leak up top.
Leak up top. Down in the southwest, I can't see the name on there, but that as well.
Oh yeah, Kidderminster,
Worcester?
I believe.
Kidderminster, yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate the help, though. We gotta look out. So, do the production first. Yeah.
Stavard is a pot. 18, 19 for this boy. Let's put the pot on now. And that dude is just a link.
It feels
Hot.
like oh, there we go.
And he's just gonna go right.
Gotta use that free coal.
Yeah. And we see Bryant heading down, wanting maybe that beer,
On their last 8 actions.
needing an
coal
additional
space.
beer spot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Last eight moves for this season. Yeah, for this year. The last 8 moves. Yeah.
This is 24.
The last move.
This is 17.
They're on their last 8 moves, players rejoicing. The end is in sight. It feels really close.
It does, actually.
Yep.
Like, all 4 players feel like they're still really in it.
18, Bryant.
Usually at this point in the game, you can be like, okay, well, I think, you know, it might be between 2, but one person is trailing a little bit more obviously. But
21.
I think it's, and we see Zhao drop that pottery as well.
We spend it or not?
Zhao's sitting at 6 links. Cliff is sitting at 7 links. In a perfect world, you want your average link to be about 6 points if you can get it. That's
Colbert too.
what Yuka was saying to me when we were commentating together.
So 1 calls out.
Zhao drops this level 4 iron. A big move from Zhao. And a really timely move, especially because he was competing with Bryant to get all of that iron out and get the income bump from filling it up. Especially with 8 moves left, it would be hard for Bryant to flip that his level 4 iron at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that feels like a really big move for Zhao. Zhao with that commanding lead from the Canal era, I feel like I feel like I was sleeping on him a bit, which is weird because he is in the dominant position with the most points, but just I didn't like his placement as well, and because he had that setback of his beer in Nuneaton, it feels like when players sort of actively respond and say, yeah, that you really needed that that thing, it feels like a setback in my mind. And so then I kind of discount them a little. But, I mean, that certainly didn't stop him from being over 10 points, having an over 10-point lead going into the second age.
He doesn't have... Does he have any beer out?
He doesn't have any beer out. He doesn't have any beer spaces out on the board as well. So that's also where his prospects are going to be
Just for this. Just for this.
He's got
quite
6
tricky.
links out.
That's why.
Yeah.
4
They're-
points over 2 action.
Pretty good.
1 point.
Just to make somebody overbuild themselves, you know. But he has no beer.
They're all 5 or 6 points. At the same time, like, they're pretty low level. I mean, there's I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. See
Yeah.
where this goes.
Because Zhao also, like, he developed too. He developed his beer off, and he never got to place the beer down. Like, that feels like it was such a hit that will have like huge ramifications for rail scoring. Bryant says, "I'm not having a good game. I'm very rich though." Yeah, I feel like Bryant said that also a few times throughout the game, but I think he's working well to come back. And I like that he's likely the one to get that final beer space on the board.
Yeah, you'd think you'd want to secure that sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
Gets me 13.
He's going to have to, because Zhao's only hope is that Bryant doesn't do it, and that he could somehow double rail down there to get that beer, or he's going to quickly build the link to Shrewsbury and sell his pottery as quickly as he can, because he knows that's his only chance. It'll depend on what Bryant does this round, and
You got a link in there.
what the turn order is for next one.
Jam, you got a higher score?
I was building that link before he said that, so it doesn't matter. I absolutely am building that link.
Holy.
It's way too many points, and someone's gonna sell it, right? So I was gonna do it anyway. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. I was gonna do it.
Was he talking Shrewsbury to Colbrookdale?
Yeah.
It's the only
I mean-
thing that makes link sense. It's just whether I'm doing 2 links or I'm building a coal to see if I can.
I mean, Cliff's link placement is disgusting.
Yeah, so many points, and he's just going to improve upon that with the discussion at the table right now.
We would like to show our appreciation to all four of you. If you would show up tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, we will have a great ceremony. We will have the chance to celebrate.
Looks like you get a pretty 13.
Pretty solid payout.
Thank you. Well done, man.
7.
Yeah, Cliff getting a nice payout with the coal. We hear applause in the background. Terraforming Mars just finishing up. And then Cliff going to build that link. Bryant was saying, listen, if you don't build the link, someone else is going to build the link.
16 total.
Bryant will be using that beer to sell his pottery, and also get to build a link down into, likely into the farm. But Cliff getting, another 6 points with that link. He's just demolishing the other players in the link game right now.
Yeah.
Fast game of Mars.
We try to do
Fast game of
Do they start at the same time as this?
I mean, that actually opened up for Zhao the 4 points bonus on top of his pottery when he sells.
But I think Bryant's gonna do that right now,
Oh, okay.
because Bryant still has his pottery up in Stafford.
Yep.
Yeah, it feels like that's maybe the nail in the coffin for Zhao.
Yeah, the cards at the end.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, he has to do that.
links to work through if you want to play them.
I do.
Yeah, Bryant was joking before at the beginning of the table, saying, "Oh, I'm going to use all my links." So that's what Isaac's referencing there,
8 o'clock.
saying you got a lot of links to work through if you want to play them all.
We celebrate the final tables in front of everybody, and you guys, you should be very proud you made the
I
final.
am very proud, but I'm also so sleep deprived already.
Then I would tell you to sleep in. You sleep in and do what you need to do. Okay? All right?
Be there.
If you don't win, you can't make the 8 because you are worried it'll affect you later.
Yeah.
No one's gonna hold it.
No one's gonna hold against you. If you win, your ass is gonna. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Zhao's looking kind of sad here.
I was 3 a.m. when Gaia Project, so there was
Yeah.
No reason to go to sleep. Just go play open gaming.
This for a poker game, the body language disease. Got nothing.
That's a 4-point play. Not very good. But I may have trouble flipping it. There's no other merchants I want. So yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think if I were in Bryant's shoes right now, I would sell the pottery, and then I would drop down
And then we need to
with a link,
give yellow
Yeah.
4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
which we see Bryant make that decision.
So I got a 31 to 35 on that.
I mean, you lose some efficiency, but and that's just brutal for Zhao. There's almost no chance he'll be able to sell that that pottery. And he's also out of iron, so the only
Yeah, because he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't even have a beer space on the board.
yeah.
He's done. Yeah, like
Yeah.
for selling that thing, it's impossible. You can kind of see that realization on his face.
Yeah, for sure.
He's doing very well too. I mean, I get it, it's. I mean, it's just such a big risk to not claim one space, at least
Yeah.
one space for your beer, right?
Well, I think that's that he was hoping to get Nuneaton with his scout action, and then it got sniped from him. They all got sniped before the turn order came back around to him. It shows the importance of turn order.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give this. How much you want? No, honorary $80. Best deal.
Yeah, it's the correct play by Bryant. And Zhao just needs to pick up points wherever he can now. And hope that his lead holds, but it'll be tough.
Given 1 income to red.
I think we all have a lot of fun.
4.
You did. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
8, 11, 14. You have a century.
Yep, Isaac airdropping that coal. That's good news for Bryant. At least he'll get some value out of those links.
It's up to you to flip that one.
Iron out that one does cost a minute.
That's why it's 18.
And getting into the pottery as well, up top.
Yeah, did you spend more or less?
Finally, we might see a link between Stoke-on-Trent. We've been aching for it here in the commentary booth. We've been shouting to the players. It's going to be a good spot.
Take 13.
13.
money really well though.
Yeah, too bad you don't win if you have the most money. I'm totally all
I mean, Chris, you know who wins this, but Adam, who do you think's gonna win here? Because neither of us know.
The card.
Um,
I can't make a move without this.
Sorry.
He wants you to put these cards.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
You can say both, and I'll edit in the correct one.
I guess I'm gonna say Cliff due to these rail points. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all very close. Cliff also has the least amount of points still on the board, too.
Yeah.
I mean, the board state hasn't really changed all that much. There's been a couple of irons added, but that was mainly Zhao. And everyone's added their pottery, so that's a bit of a wash if they all get sold.
Thank you. It's gonna go here. And then I'm gonna buy and purchase some development.
Bryant, having so much money right now, can do what he likes.
Yeah, he's also got the most control of the board.
Now the card goes.
He's got the most liberties.
Yeah, he develops off level 3 and 4 boxes as well.
Nice.
Wanting to get to that level 5 and then drop some beers, upgrade the beer.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna call Bryant.
My job is not finished.
And that's with the wasted scout action. In the first half.
Isaac sitting with 7 links on the board right now. Bryant sitting with 6, it looks like. And Cliff sitting with 8. And good value ones.
Yeah, I think Cliff could totally have it too here.
Isaac and Bryant both getting that farm beer spot gives them some flexibility. Isaac's has a lot of beer on the board though. Isaac's on to level 4 beer if he was to overbuild.
Yeah, that's true. And those
Good.
are big boy points. Those is 10
Yeah.
points each plus the rail.
And also got his pottery out, so can equal it with a lot of people.
It's just gonna be 2 single links.
Is this a Birmingham play?
17.
Oh no. Cliff extending his links, trying to lock down what he can.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of 4s out there.
Yeah.
Not much.
Where else can he even play?
Yes,
I just feel
yeah,
down in
he's got
Kidderminster,
4s.
yeah.
Colt was removed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the only other thing that Cliff has really that he could think about building would be his level 3 iron, but there's only 3 open iron spaces on the board. I mean on the iron market. And he doesn't really have goods to sell if he goes for the level 2 manufactured good that's worth 5 points, but that takes sort of 2 actions to do. He'll have to overbuild beer and get that down. It makes more sense just to grab those 4-point links, pick up those points where you can, and deny the other players the possibility as well.
Colt Redditch for 10. Remove 1 iron, please. That fills up 4 iron for 12, or for coal for 12.
flip his 6 income?
Yeah, I do like the amount of beer that Isaac has gotten on the board, though. That's going to be worth a lot. What a wild sort of flow this game has been. I expected to see at least some development and some overbuilding in the rail era, but we really haven't seen all that much. Everyone's gotten their pottery. We've gotten the last beer, and then it's just been coal.
Actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to Gaia Project. This is so quick. Cliffy's too.
This is the finals, and literally everybody's gone to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the last table of players who are up. I think they started this at 9 p.m. So nearing midnight, if not midnight, right now for the players, depending upon when we rolled the cameras. And we're over to Zhao. Zhao, not much. But at least can build that level 3. Doesn't require beer to sell. That's the play. Get that and get your level 5. Get up to level 7 manufactured goods as well. Just develop those away. Get the manufactured goods.
No.
Sell the ones you have.
No card. You mean no card?
Yeah.
No card for me.
He doesn't have
Yeah, another.
You're probably like that. You don't have any left.
It's the same score for me.
You have one more action?
Oh, oh.
Whoa.
1, 2, 3. I need a card.
So your pot's staying there. How's the pot?
Which card?
Bryant at 19 income.
So we're in the same order?
I don't think so. Maybe. 1, 2,
He
3,
spent
4,
18,
5.
we
He
said.
did spend 18. Oh,
Yeah. That's enormous. And it looks like Zhao took a loan with his
He gets the
second
card.
action, I think.
Bryant gets the card.
That's good.
Oh,
11 to me.
15.
You took your 15.
No, I don't have my
I'm just asking him if he's.
What I think is really interesting, we saw all the players recognize, man, this is a real manufactured goods game. And then everybody did it, and then everybody stopped doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's like, no, wait, everyone's doing this? Wait a second. No, okay, I guess I got to do something else. And then
Exactly,
everyone
'cause
did
there's-
their pottery.
There's just not enough room to actually build anything high level.
Yeah.
What a weird. Super
Yeah.
weird.
Not a single cotton piece has even been touched or even contemplated this entire game.
Like I mean, if one person went cotton, I feel like they'd
Yeah.
be playing in the sprinklers a little bit. Like
Yeah.
if there's literally no competition at all, like
Is the money card still in the game?
Yes. Yes, it is.
We haven't had any scout actions in the second era here.
Yeah. I think we're down to the last 4 cards in everyone's hand as we see Zhao shuffle his cards because it doesn't really matter what he has. He says, I'm just going to play them for links.
Roll links. White.
Link, sell, or maybe drop a coal down. I mean, there is the opportunity for someone to get that final iron, maybe. If Bryant could fill 4, he would need 2. You could drop an iron down, and then you could develop if you're Bryant or Cliff. Or vice versa, you could develop with
I don't know what
if you're Isaac, develop both of your iron off.
yeah, I mean totally. Like
Yeah.
if you develop both of those iron,
And then drop the level 3.
yeah, in Redditch,
Looking to box 5 beer sell.
like you could potentially like
that would be a good move.
if it's starved enough, I mean you can
Mhm.
potentially overbuild somebody.
Yeah. And for Isaac, that would be an 8-point play, so better than just as good as doing links.
Reason you say. So of all the boxes on the board, there's just a box 3.
Totally, especially if it's a swing against the the contender, right? Overbuilding their level 3.
Yeah.
It's not very easy to build boxes.
Yeah. Cliff pointing out part of the reason
I don't
why
think-
Isaac built up top was because he expected Bryant to build boxes up there.
Both of them?
You're welcome.
So plus 18
Plus
and
20.
He's just blocking spaces
8. Or no, they're only one.
because that is a lot of beer necessary.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's 4 beer.
So 40.
He's literally is he just blocking those spaces?
Wow.
You do know those cost 2
It's
beers.
like so mean.
Or I think
I guess he does have like that farm beer space.
Planning to flip them all. I mean, he's showing.
Yeah.
He's showing he can flip them.
Okay, see he's
Nobody messes with it.
It's very profitable to go.
Yeah, if no one takes those farm beers, he just has to put down one
yeah,
of his own beer and he can
one of
sell
his
them
own
both.
build and then overbuild. Yeah.
I mean, Oxford still has a box or has a free beer there. Oh, and Warrington,
Oh yeah, true.
and he's got the farm space.
Yeah. Yeah, so he can sell one up top, one down below because they're both connected, and so he does farm space and then sells them. So he's saying, yeah, they both can flip. I mean, that's also it's
He can also
That's-
potentially overbuild his own beer somewhere.
yeah.
Spent 40.
But
He's
I
pro-
think
he's
he
got
only
it.
I think he only has two actions left though, so he needs to be able to build his beer and sell. So if somebody does mess with him, he won't flip it. But it's also like behooves Isaac to maybe supply Bryant with those beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sure he flips it, but Isaac gets two link points. Isaac could get a bunch of now that's one of the best links on the board.
Yeah.
Could be it's worth 7 points of all of that flips.
Oh yeah.
I think the downside here is that Isaac would build a beer and there'd be one beer left for only one beer that that Bryant could use if he was banking on it.
Isaac's kind of. I feel like Isaac's laughing at
Wow.
how much Brian's feeding, or how much
Yeah.
how attractive it is
Yeah.
for Bryant to feed Bryant more points.
Catch me off guard there.
Yeah, this is really interesting now.
Totally, because like Isaac's got a 10-point beer on deck.
Yeah. And so is incentivized to overbuild if he needs to. Well, has to overbuild to get rid of his pottery anyway.
It's so many link points.
It costs how much? It costs how
Dude,
much?
the
Wow.
back to back. Oh my god.
Isaac saying that's the worst possible thing to happen to me.
Rap. This is
really good.
Isaac maybe was going to try to develop and drop or
Yeah.
or at least drop his crate there and probably now doesn't have the cards to put anywhere else. We'll see if those 4 points come back to bite Isaac. But I mean, if he had dropped his level 3 there and flips it, he gets 4 points. But maybe he was hoping that he needed to use his additional beer, because if he overbuilds and he only has one cell, then he won't get to flip that level 4 beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he needed to develop to get to level 4 on his goods, and then overbuild and then sell his pottery and his manufactured goods. Might have been his play. And Cliff's just going to build some coal.
11, 14.
build some coal and then build the link out of it, I guess. Using it more as a placement.
I don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
There's,
No, you have to do it to get your link points.
No.
there is,
I think we
there's
saw
nothing I can do about what's going to
You
happen.
need a
Cliff
one
using that iron
for the devour.
and like shoving it off the market, but then it got pushed back on.
Single link.
Unless it gets corrected here.
Box 5.
You need what?
I needed my own box 5 is what I needed. But
Yeah.
this killed me. And then you did this like right after, and I was like, oh my god.
I think he will only do one level 5 box. I don't know.
You hit this, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
minus 6 points. That sucks. But is it end of world? No, it's end of world.
So did you
I
put
want.
two single links?
You know, I want free.
Wow.
I did,
Yeah.
You know that.
Isaac.
I here just want you maybe cannot do the level 5 boxes, so I can flip my pocket. Yeah. That's the reason I put the boxes here.
We go,
One person.
There you go.
When
There we go.
I spent an iron also, so there's
Yep.
gonna be 2 gone.
Oh, yeah. I thought it just got knocked.
It's a net of 5 plus. Oh, but he did. He's also giving Cliff 3 points there.
Yeah.
and then flip my pottery.
Well, it was an overbuild, so I guess the link points are still the same technically.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, right, yeah.
Believe that.
I think I feel a little bit good.
Wow. We see this still the shock. Isaac's still reeling from the shock.
You're done?
I'm done, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian, you might get that.
So it's just a net
So you sell.
5 for Isaac.
Yeah.
You also have, you
Yeah, I
have
have
enough
two
money.
choice.
You have enough money for second action.
Oh yeah. Isaac knows that Zhao's desperate to sell. He's saying, "Listen, there's a beer on the board. Yes, I'll take it."
Yep.
For the sell action.
There's no way that Zhao doesn't gobble that up.
Yeah.
He's now just
that's
mapping out.
That's a gift.
Yeah, mapping out his final turns.
can-
Yeah.
He almost wants one more. Like if he can, I guess he can't get one more box. Can he overbuild a box first?
That's true. If he
Probably
overbuilds,
could if he has the cards.
Card that you can attack people with.
but I actually would give him less points because he'd be building his box 4.
Hmm.
Yeah. uh,
This dang non-linear progression. Who designed this?
No, this is
okay, so he's pushing it.
Yeah, he can because he knows he can go first next round.
Oh yeah, okay, he's 4th.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So just come under everybody and then
Yeah.
box there, and then flip all 3.
It's a pretty good result for him.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he was very devastated.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt like he was. So this is like a massive gift to him.
Yeah, very good game, Brian.
Yeah. Joy on Zhao's face. Devastation on Isaac. He's still recalculating.
You can link here for a lot more points.
No, but I cannot sell.
Realized that he couldn't sell anything because he already took a sell action. So
Do you think Bryant's still good? I think probably. He's got.
Sorry about it. Build a box and build your own beer, dude.
well, it depends if
He's got
Be
two
self-independent. Right, you can't do that.
He's got a level 2 that he can overbuild. Yeah, he might.
yeah. I think him.
You don't need any beer for the box.
Oh, I don't need beer.
He might leave one on the board.
It's just that one beer.
Yeah, you're not gonna deny me 2 more points. Stop.
Yeah, that's why Isaac was like, build a box
I don't
and
want to build
use a beer.
Level 5. Yeah. How can I do the another beer?
Because he's also got his level 6 available too, right? Which is. It's actually less points than the level 5. And
And then build the one.
He's like, wait, is passing an option? Yeah, I think he must not have the money to build.
He cannot
to build his level 4
I
box.
get it. I see what you're saying. It makes sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. You might be
Yeah.
But I think it's more points. You can link right here for.
He's not gonna get the beer if he thinks that his Potter won't
Yeah.
flip.
He misses a ton.
I just take
He's-
I just take rails. I just take 3
He
rails.
might be right. The pass is
There's nothing else he can do without
the
going.
pass
after
is
me.
the most points.
Yeah, he's got a pass.
Wow.
Well, why didn't you just sell now?
Sell.
The pass is the most points.
That's
Don't hear that every day.
That's
Oh, because-
phenomenal.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's 4 points as opposed to
I mean, why not take a loan?
selling
He's
now.
thinking-
It doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter for him at this point.
Pass.
And build
build
boxes
box
and
cell.
use yeah.
That's not better.
But
That's
but
it's-
yeah,
it's
but
more points.
yeah, he's
Box sell. Yeah, he should loan box sell.
it's 4 points. You're not playing against either of us. You're not.
I
it's not
disagree.
close.
I disagree. Bryant had a lot here.
He
This
did.
is huge.
This is huge.
So much.
Yeah.
If he had linked around it
I don't
more,
think
it
so.
would be.
And if he didn't have 2, you go 2 more.
He did
Yeah.
get this. This is also not bad.
They're getting into the diplomacy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta
So it's
make
like, no.
right in his heart.
You're playing against everybody, not just me.
I'll wait in.
Let me calculate.
He'll make his choice.
Give me some time, please.
This
I mean, nice job by Cliff to say, hey, look, you guys all made your suggestions.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
just let him decide.
Just let him think.
Because you can be with some of these power gamers, right? Where they're like
Okay.
constantly telling you, like, wanting you to do something, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Pressuring
he
you.
won't shut up. Just do the thing that hurts him.
it hurts me too.
Well, now
A
there's
lot
2
of
pieces.
agonized looks on the tail.
It only benefits one person.
Cliff, we started off with a quad rail.
Okay.
But I didn't put anything on the board. I have like nothing added to the board.
Quite solid.
We'll add it up. We'll add it up and see, I guess.
If you sell,
Yeah,
This
it's a
is
good
this
point.
is the yeah.
Think
I mean,
about
other
how
than the
hard he's
pottery, but
fighting.
everybody's
That's
got
all you
it.
have to know.
that's a 5
That's
point
all
win.
you have to
You can
know.
steal the 5 point win. It's the most points for you.
You cut 2 players out of a lot of points and you make points. This-
I thought we were done winning.
Well, but then you guys stick talking.
I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Okay, I did say one thing.
Yeah, it's in Zhao's hands to do whatever's best for him. I mean, second place at this point doesn't matter. You gotta always take the play that's you think is gonna give you the best chance. But I think making sure that Bryant can't sell 2 boxes feels important at this point. If I was in Zhao's shoes,
Yeah.
Pause.
Okay, 1 card. Probably not a leak or a box.
which
Rearrange.
Cliff definitely benefits from.
First, second, third, fourth. $5.
I mean, he also could have just taken a scout action with the last. Works the same as a pass.
I got 0 beer. Oh my god.
13 for me.
Doesn't want to take the loan. I mean, income at the end is tiebreaker, and he's not winning the tiebreaker, so doesn't really matter. He drops his box, and he's gonna flip it immediately,
Mm-hmm.
which is also devastation for Bryant.
So 12. So I didn't know he has it.
There's still
And Bryant then covering that spot from Isaac for now no reason blocks Isaac. Isaac had to change his
11.
strategy.
31.
And maybe
How many actions does he have left?
4 more.
This is the last round, right?
These are the last round. This is Zhao's
Yeah.
last 2 turns. Yeah.
Oh, because you're on to that one. Gotcha.
Flipping my
Yeah.
And you see
so-
why he didn't want to take a loan, because
Yeah.
if there is a tiebreaker, he will be ahead of.
I mean, I think Bryant probably realized that that's a strong possibility that he wouldn't flip that, and he was just wanted to take the space out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good risk from Bryant. I think he had to swing for the fences. We'll see what impact this has on the score too in the final scoring. Bryant could have an additional 10 if he was able to flip it.
Good. Oh yeah, there's 18.
Yeah,
No one else can.
you have 18.
Yeah, I just
25?
I have 19 left, and then that's.
If you could beer double rail for 1 point.
Yeah, it's a 4.
I can take that. Yeah, I would have loved to block that one, but
It's just
3.
Birmingham.
Yes.
Or
3.
Yeah.
Pass. Or done.
Yeah, Isaac still gets the benefit of that link.
think about what?
I mean, he's only going to get 3 points out of that link that he just put up top.
You can't double rail
Because
anywhere.
Bryant's
He has
only gonna flip
he has
one.
one rail and
Yeah.
No, you could double rail.
I think my second action is going to be a
There's no space
2-point
as well.
action.
He built a
building your
spear,
floor.
and then you use that one, and he got a no flip spear.
If you build a beer, I can flip it.
You can use that one. You cannot.
But I can choose to use his.
Obviously. I'm just saying, I think my...
What do you think? You build a beer, I'll flip it for you?
I mean, that's
I think I have enough...
that's a legitimate thing from Bryant saying, listen, if you build a beer, I would flip it for you. You get more points. I get more points. I'd make that deal.
Cliff and Isaac are just like, stop.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Stop this
Long time ago.
collusion.
So 2 more?
It's going to be 2 income.
No one seems to be swayed, but Cliff upgrades his iron
5.
to get an income bump, which might be necessary for tie-breaking purposes, and then
And ideally, my
grabs a little bit of a 2-point difference there with upgrading his iron
Yeah, I'm
because he doesn't have red edge.
I cannot win my. But it's still not my.
You know, I was gonna do it the turn before you did it. I was 1 money short. It was 24 and 25.
So why don't
I
you
just-
not do maybe earlier?
Hmm?
Might not do earlier. So.
Yeah.
My
Because
income will go up.
if you go,
I didn't have a whole lot of time left because I wanted to
6
get.
and
I needed to
5?
get Potter down first.
You're not there. You're already first.
I also wanted to get a link down first because if that didn't happen,
So I win tiebreaker.
like
We just need
I
the...
just don't know why he put
I
2.
needed merchants first. I mean, he was gonna flip them both until you did that.
Everybody's good. We can take this off.
yeah. Yeah.
That's the only
I'm
thing
not good.
that didn't flip.
No, me neither. No, dude, this was. Oh gosh, I felt like I could come back and then all that happened.
You had more points, man. You had more points to just let it happen.
Yeah, I do think that is by a solid amount.
No, you.
I didn't put
no,
anything
you,
on the
you
board.
got the. I think you got the.
I'm
think
excited to
it's
see
him,
who
right?
wins
Even with
this.
Yeah.
Oh, no, if he
Oh, if
do
he
that,
got
yeah,
that,
yeah,
then we
he'll
got
do
it.
that, yeah.
Who do you think won then?
Oh, you want to confirm the scores real quick?
Sure.
Red should be 44,
Red is at 44.
purple 31,
Purple 31. Yes.
white 29,
Yes.
and yellow 35.
Yes.
So can I look my phone?
I'm
now?
gonna move these
Can I just
to
maybe somewhere
there.
cool?
We know tiebreakers go in that order. All right.
Mind if I take the box 3 off too?
No,
Actually, no,
because
wait,
it
because it's an
scores
industry.
points.
Sorry,
No
sorry,
way.
sorry. I'm sorry. Just the number of times that has screwed up my link count.
1, 2,
forgot
3,
so
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 4, 5, 36, 37, 38. I got 38 for red.
82.
I agree.
38 for 7 links, around 5.5 per link. That's pretty good.
If any aren't sideways, I didn't count them, so make sure.
Pretty good for Zhao.
Sorry, what's the score for my road?
38.
It's a good technique for counting because you can recount.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down.
Oh, he's got it. Perfect. Love it.
So just an
1,
average.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. 48?
48.
79.
48 points for Lynx for Isaac. With 10 links sitting around 4.8 per link.
White.
That's a bit of a hit. Could have been a little bit more.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 6, 67, 68.
68 with
Wow.
12 links.
60 right here.
12 links on the board.
5 point something per.
Yeah. Yeah, like a little over 5.5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 63.
63.
63. Not a score that Bryant wants to see right now.
Yeah, we can just put them in stacks and then we can go through again.
Cliff now has a really dominant lead, but didn't get anything on the board really this round. I'm stacking up the tiles by color so that they can
Stack is top.
easily count out.
Yeah.
You didn't have any links. Red. Okay. 10,
Yeah, this is where Bryant's going to make up those points.
30, 41, 52, 134.
Yep, 134.
Checks out.
134 for Zhao, final score 134.
You're at, go there and you agree?
I don't think that's going to be enough.
Thanks.
Probably looking, you know, in the you want to aim for 150, 155 if you can in a 4-player
50.
or more.
Sweet, thank you. 50, 59. So that's going to be just a.
Back one.
Yeah.
Just a back one.
60.
And
It's 138.
Oh, thank you.
130.
138. Is that what you?
138. 138 for Isaac.
I think it's going to come down to that box.
Interesting.
It
This is
will
Yeah, this is going to be tight. I think actually
Yeah.
maybe mid 140 will be.
It would have been 8
Yeah.
link points.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I also.
get a 8 for the box here. Box.
Yes. I wouldn't.
Maybe it's at least.
Because what did I do instead?
44.
I took a
49.
3-point link and a
Isaac saying he
5-point. No, a
it's
3-point link and a 4-point link.
10, 20.
yeah.
So
That's it.
She looks like 46 to me.
44,
Instead of
46,
16, so minus 11.
20, 30, 44, 46. He's right. 6 for 143.
143.
good catch by Bryant. 46 points for Cliff.
It was you.
143.
I guess you
Flip,
have,
yeah, that's a reason.
You do have a million and one industries.
10, 20, 30.
Does Bryant have 90 points on the board
64.
or 80 points on the board?
71 plus 63 is 134.
Whew.
71,
134, and he wins tiebreaker.
134,
Okay. I mean, that's so close.
134.
What a close game.
Wow,
Yeah.
134, 134, 138, and then Cliff
Did
with 143.
I won't flip that. I won't flip that. That's
Gosh. Good game, everybody.
Wow, great game.
That actually was closer
Wow.
than I was expecting.
so.
it.
If I got a 7
Congratulations,
more,
Cliff.
If Isaac had,
no way. If I got a 7
Good job,
Yeah.
Isaac. I didn't think he
Those
was
of
in
you
the
who
running,
are
but
new
he
to,
got second.
making
Yeah.
the final table at WSBG, we consider
And good
it
job
a
to
very
Bryant,
big deal.
obviously.
yeah, Bryant wins
They
the
all played.
tiebreaker
And we'd like to
between
celebrate how
him and
much we
Zhao,
believe
just
it is a big
due to
deal by
income.
inviting you
But
all.
yeah, that move by Zhao at the
All four of
end
you will be honored.
really,
If you can show up tomorrow.
And Cliff with the mostly BLIC
yeah,
strategy.
yeah. You said at the beginning, people said it was the dominant strategy if it wasn't blocked, and Cliff showing how it's done.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, especially with this board layout, and all players, and he was the last one to go in, right? He was the
Yeah.
last one to go in, and he won. So crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. There were so many twists and turns to that game.
Yeah.
I'm still reeling from it. Like
Yeah.
that move by Zhao at the end. I understand Zhao's move though. Like Bryant also being at 134. If Bryant gets 8 more points, actually Bryant would have had 10, maybe 10 more points because he had a rail in there. So one that puts him at 144 as well. So Zhao stopping that, correctly identifying that Bryant was in the lead, um, and trying to get the most points that he could. He he
Yeah.
he knew that he would have lost to Bryant had he not done that move. Not
Yeah.
recognizing where the position that Cliff was at, but wow, man, oh man, that was such a close game.
Yeah.
Really
All
fun to
four.
watch.
All four of those players, so good.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I'm better now than I was before.
yeah,
Yeah. I've learned how to play brass.
That's how I feel as well. That's why I love watching these games, right? Because you pick up little things. It makes me want to go and play a game of brass right now, which I would love to
Totally.
play with my beautiful foil
yeah.
deck. I was using this to track some cards, but the foil deck that every player who participated in the Brass Birmingham tournament at WSBG got a full foil, not just one foil card. This is a full foil deck that
Yeah.
Roxley provided.
I mean, it started out as one foil card, and then as we do, we went overboard and we're like,
Yeah.
let's just do the whole deck.
Let's
So,
do the whole deck. Yeah. Oh,
fun little
they're
gift.
so cool. They're so friggin' cool. Like,
I got to get my copy of those. I don't have any of those yet.
yeah. But yeah, what a great game. Thank you, Gavin and Adam, for hanging out with me and watching and commentating with me. That was a friggin' blast. Before we wrap up, do you have anything else to say? I didn't press you for a ton of Pittsburgh spoilers, so
Well, we gotta
spoil it
be
all right
engaged.
now.
It's coming in February. There's a lot of new and interesting industry tiles and mechanisms that we've introduced to the game and dynamics. It feels like basically the objective with the game design was we want to make it something that's very familiar to brass players, something that they're gonna feel at home and
Right.
not feel like they're learning a completely new game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we want to really push the boundaries of the design space in the game. So we play around with a lot of new things. Like there's a building that rewards you for high income, for example.
Cool.
It kind of like there's a broader, there's more breadth of strategy.
Yeah.
So there's more kind of things to go up and channels to go through. There's branching paths for your industry tiles. And there's all sorts of new stuff, and we're very excited. And it's coming to Game Found in February. You want to add anything, Adam?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing these preview every 2 weeks. We've done an update on GameFound for the last I'm not sure when this video is going to come out, but our next one's coming out next week. I think update number 7, which is a developer diary. So I've been writing that this week, and
Cool.
Gavin's been helping to edit that as well, kind of talking about some of these changes and um, like interesting innovations we've added into the system and why and like what makes it interesting and what playtesters have been saying and stuff like that. So really excited to keep sharing more of these updates and yeah, the game
Amazing.
release in February.
Yeah, I imagine this will air at sort of end of November.
Okay.
just to give some space between the semifinal game, which I commentated on with Yuka, which released on November 1st. So give it some breathing room, and we'll shuffle some other ring games
Cool.
in. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm so excited for February to come around. I'm so excited to see that campaign launch. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just in such a brass mood right now after watching that. What a good game.
Yeah. Oh,
What a good game.
something else to add is for those that don't know, we're currently working on both Lancashire and Birmingham being added to BGA. You're gonna be able to play it online again in a format or on a platform that has a lot of built-in players. So
Yeah.
it'll be highly competitive. And it's just going to actually increase the skill level of the WSBG in the end, because there's going to be so many more people that are able to just play at a high level online. So
That's amazing. And
yeah,
WSBG, we've been running some tournaments on BGA as well. That's now live on WSBG's site too. You can sign up for some free roll tournaments, and there'll be some paid tournaments where you can win tickets to WSBG as well. We wanted to partner with BGA, so you can for sure once Brass launches, you can bet we're going to be putting some in there. I can
awesome.
almost guarantee it. That sounds awesome.
Well, thanks for all your support, like from you, Chris, and also from the WSBG. It's a very important thing for our hobby. And at Roxley, we really support the WSBG and think it's an important, important thing for people to participate in and also support, as gamers of the hobby. So yeah,
And
Amazing.
those rings look amazing.
Oh
yeah.
man, they're so cool. I'm
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna play one on the screen right now in post production, and you can see all the bling. Yeah, they're so cool. I say this every time I talk about the rings. But the first time I saw it in 2022, I said to John, I was like, I quit. I quit. I have to enter. I need to win one of these myself. They're just so friggin' cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then huge thanks to Roxy for being such a supportive of WSBG as well. This is awesome. Like it's so cool to supply players who love the game with cool things for the game, right?
Yeah.
Like that's such an awesome thing to be able to put into the hands of fans. And so for all of you out there who haven't yet attended the World Series of Board Gaming, you should come. You should test your skills. You can get your tickets at wsbgvegas.com. And because hey, if you were there in 2025, you'd have this beautiful foil deck that I can't stop riffling. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Gavin. Thank you so much, Adam. It was fantastic hanging out with you all. And thank you for watching at home. Drop your comments down below. Say thanks, Roxley. Go over and check out their whole catalog. They make great games. But yeah, we'll sign off for now. Thanks everybody for being here. My name is Chris George.
We got Gavin.
And Adam.
Amazing. Thanks for watching. And from all of us here at the World Series of Board Gaming, what are you waiting for? It's time to get in the game.